So, to recap, the crew of the derecho, managed to
murder our way out of the spaceport.
Yes, to get out of Miners Town and make your way back to your ship after murdering lots of Imperials, officers, troopers. It doesn't matter in terms of
this
rank
cannot be
or-
understated.
Yeah. There was some dumpster work done.
Dumpster diving.
Disfigurement by blaster rifle.
Yep.
And you made your way in the derecho to the site of the crash of the Spicy Lady. You also took old Thausk Frisick with you because he agreed to provide some information and sort of make a kind of a crude guidance for you in exchange for his life, safety. You essentially allow him to tag along with you and then hopefully get dropped off at Smuggler's Run when you came back.
There was talk of paying him, but after his stellar performance in guiding us, I don't think he's getting paid.
And then we left him in the ship.
Yep.
With
Tom?
Cam, the pilot, and Thausk were left in the ship. The rest of you got out and were sort of examining the wreck of the Spicy Lady. A sort of cursory look at the outside of the ship determined that there was no sign of conflict, of damage due to like battle or automated defenses to the exterior of the ship. And nonetheless, it is down. So it seems like the Spicy Lady was brought down to the surface of Mount Gaza either because of some kind of internal fault or deliberately. Now, Artemis had gone over to check a nearby cave.
I was
So
with
did I.
him.
And Quelleen, you were with him.
And me.
And Quetzal, you, okay. So the three of you, Artemis took the front of the line and went into the cave. And in peering into the darkness, he was momentarily distracted by a pile of Nova crystals, and then really distracted by a leaping red four-armed beast with slathering fangs that was ready to devour him. So, that slathering monster is going to get a free attack against you, and then we will have to roll initiative. So this thing is leaping at you. You can see the sort of thick strands of saliva hanging from its teeth.
Upgrade the difficulty of hitting me by 2.
Okay. Let's see here. Gundark time. So what would normally be 2 is now 4. Because it is just trying to wail on you with its meaty fists.
Meaty claws.
It literally says that in the book, meaty fists. So, just want to be clear.
So they'll be good for eating?
And that's what
Oh no! Then you would be after me.
Oh, that's even better.
Just throw that over the fire. Pick
Okay,
that up
so
nice.
what do we have here? Okay, let's see.
What chicken fingers?
Go away.
Meaty hands.
Or chicken tenders.
Go away.
No, I meant the fingers because they're in the hand.
Go away.
You know, the hands of chickens.
So we have 2 failures,
They all
but
have.
2, 4, 5, 6, 8 advantage.
Whoa.
Holy fuck, how many dice did you roll?
So
How much damage?
No damage. 8
Oh.
advantages.
Oh, okay.
It was two failures, so it doesn't. This creature leaping for you takes a big swing with one of its arms, misses just by a hair, and you are forced to sort of backpedal, kicking some sand up, and you are going to have 2 setback die, 2 black, to your next action.
All right.
Now let's roll initiative, shall we?
I'm gonna need to roll some dice.
Good luck, squad.
And so I'm just like, yeah, I wonder what that other guy's up to.
Just checking out the
It's a
ship,
It's a nice ship.
poking around. Man, we could fly this.
What's this again? Agility?
This could be
No,
hard.
it's
Take it.
vigilance.
Think of
Vigilance
all the
or
money.
cool, depending on what's going on.
But this would be
In
vigilance.
this case, it's vigilance because you're not expecting that.
Okay.
And so you just tell me your total number of successes, and I rank that.
I just had 2 advantages.
Damn.
4?
2,
It's
4 advantages, or 4 successes.
Which was the
successes.
4 successes.
Okay.
You're exploding
Two
with
advantage.
success. Actually,
3
don't
success and 2
don't
advantage.
do that.
Or no,
That's not.
2 advantage.
2 advantage.
Well, there's a episode title for you.
Drak, what did you get for?
Oh, am I part of this?
Might as well go ahead and roll.
Rolling.
Sure. Are we?
It was vigilance, right?
You guys are.
Would it be cool? Oh well, I don't know. Whatever you want.
It's
we're
vigilance
off site,
because
so
we're
I don't know.
surprised.
Okay.
Yeah. We were not prepared for this.
Good point.
Once you are, let's roll vigilance, and then
That's cool.
because you are. I believe you're near the ship. You're not actually in the ship. You haven't gone in the ship yet.
Okay.
But since you're near the ship,
Ooh, Genesis. does.
when the inevitable blaster
Same
bolt
roll.
or Wilhelm scream goes off, you will be able to rush to the cave and participate.
Huh, what's that?
So, Drak, what'd you get?
1 success and 2 advantage.
1 success, 2
What I
advantage.
said that was
1 success, 2 advantage.
Okay. Now let's see how.
almost in perfect synchronization. We are like, what?
Gundarks.
Oh Lord.
Glad I'm not over there right now.
Vigilance is off of willpower, is that correct?
Yes.
Willpower, yes. Okay.
It's all pretty much the same.
Okay. Yes. Yep. Okay. So, PC slot first.
I might have some extra dice I can
What other dice do you need? Big bag
Well, I
of
don't.
dice?
I'm just sharing Robert's right now. But it might be good for us to not be sharing the same pool of dice.
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, I'll probably take a swing at the thing first if we're cool with that.
I'm cool with that.
Go ahead. Take
Okay,
a
so
chunk out of it.
this thing lunged at you.
Hang on.
It was a hair difference between you and a smashed face. You backpedal back, kick up some sand, but you are now ready to turn the tide. What do you want to do to this creature?
Well, I made what I think was a safe assumption that you were going to flip one of the destiny die, so I flipped one as well.
WeatherGM.
I didn't flip anything.
I mean, if you don't want to flip a destiny token, I'll be okay with
No,
that.
I'm not going to.
And I will gladly flip one. And just assumed you were all on the board of the me dying train.
No.
No, but I'll flip it. No. And a twist of irony, I am now in the DM.
I am preparing you to die at the appointed time.
Okay. Okay.
We're not there yet. But soon.
You have to become appropriately attached to your character.
Exactly.
Before we,
Exactly.
You gotta build that attachment before you tear it away.
Okay. So, which one are failures? The ships? Or
The
Triangles.
pointing triangles, the little.
this is a failure?
Mhm.
Okay. So, I have 6 successes and 2 disadvantages with my Vibroax. 6 successes. I crit with 1 success.
That will tell you the symbols. The thingy.
Yeah, the little thing.
Yeah.
So it's crit.
Okay.
I will also flip another Destiny token
Okay.
to add 4 more damage to 7.
Can you flip more than one at
I
a
don't
time?
think you can.
Well, that's specifically for an ability. It's not
Oh.
me adding anything to me. The ability specifically says I have to spend a Destiny point to do this thing.
So how much damage are you
Is that
doing?
kosher?
And crits just double?
I don't know.
No, crits are a special thing where you roll off on the injury table.
Oh, cool.
They get a critical injury.
Roll that D100.
Okay, so
So it's damage that's listed for your
7,
weapon plus all successes you can see.
17.
17.
Also, I don't have any advantages to activate any qualities, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, you throw us away. Thanks.
No,
However, I do add 10 to whatever my roll is
don't you
for my
ever tell me
crit.
what to do.
Okay, so why don't you go ahead and roll our D100 here, and then add 10 to that,
Are you in the cave?
and I will tell you.
I forget where.
We were approaching the cave.
Yeah, he's just inside the cave. They're approaching.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be after the 10 from lethal blows, 79.
79, almost nice. Could have been 69, but
Aw.
wasn't.
Why'd you have to add 10?
Okay, so you so what are you using? The
Vibroaxe, yes.
Vibroaxe. So you slash with the Vibroaxe. You get a hearty slash in. One of the beast's arms is actually severed at the base, and you see it because of the powerful blow stagger back and begin to sort of recoil, and which allows you, since it's overpowered, to make a free additional strike using the same pool.
Nice.
Okay.
So basically, roll the thing again.
And do I have to do this just straight up the same dice?
Yes.
Okay.
Although because of the two disadvantages that you rolled previously.
I'm rolling the disadvantages. Yeah, I still have the 2 strains.
Good. Okay.
Okay, so
So you didn't have to keep those 2 black for the second attack, but because you did 2 disadvantages, you have overexerted yourself in the initial slash. That's how I'm justifying that.
no, that's a disadvantage. So one of those. So 1, 2 advantages, and 2 successes.
2 advantages, 2 successes. Okay. What are you going to do with the advantages?
With the advantages, I'm going to... No, I don't have enough advantages to activate a quality. The number next to the quality is the number of advantages you have to have, yeah?
I think so.
Okay.
No.
Is it by quality?
What's the quality you're trying to activate?
I believe...
What's the name of it?
Well, that's... Pierce?
Pierce is a passive thing. That's automatically on all the time.
Oh!
Ignore
Okay.
1 point of soak for every rating of Pierce.
Oh, I had Pierce 4 last time, too.
Okay.
And Vicious is passive as well. So I actually needed to make that an 89 crit. I don't think that matters, but... I think the thing's going to die.
So you dealt how much damage initially?
Initially, I dealt
572.
17 damage
17 damage.
with
Four Pierce.
Pierce.
Okay, yeah.
On the crit should have been an 89 instead of a 79 if passives are always active.
If it's a passive thing, then yeah. So what was your other...
Vicious 4?
Vicious 4.
So it should have added 40.
40, yeah.
So it should have been 119.
Jeez.
Okay. Learn again.
Get good.
I just wanted to kill the thing. I've been excited about killing this thing all day.
Just that word.
Aha!
This thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the time winds backwards. So you, with your Vibroaxe, slash across. You catch this beast in the face. It is a horizontal slash that gouges out both of its eyes. Well, not gouges, but slashes both of its eyes open. It is blinded. And all the difficulty of its checks are upgraded twice.
Cool.
3 times for perception and vigilance, because
Of course.
it can't see. So,
Threat neutralized.
okay, so that was your 1 attack. That's
Yeah, cool.
Second thing. Okay. So this thing staggers back and shrieks, and you can see that there's a sort of a viscous fluid pouring out of its face with a gaping slash from your Vibroaxe. Another PC slot.
I would like to. Can I use Xenology to see if I know what this thing is, or would that be something else?
No, I think Xenology would
I didn't
count
know
for
if
that.
Xenology would only apply to like people. As
No,
opposed to
xenology
use
is
that
just in the
vibro
old.
wax.
anything. Okay.
Well, it's foreign. Foreign biology.
Have you been able to
is-
hit with it yet?
I haven't gotten to use it yet,
Well,
Okay.
but it crits at 1 success. And
Oh wow.
vicious and pierce
normally
with
it's
thunder.
used for other sentient species.
Mhm.
Cool.
It also has a magnetic thing, so if I happen to lose it, as does my gun.
Would it be
I don't know
survival?
What
instead?
knowledge skills do you
No.
have?
I have
I put a lot of money in
technology
my
and outer rim and warfare.
You don't say.
I do have survival as well. I don't know if that would be relevant. For
Yeah,
outer-
let's-
outer rim.
Let's do survival in this case because it is an animal
Okay.
rather than a foreign species or something. So survival would be effective for that, I think.
And what's the difficulty?
The difficulty is 2.
Nothing.
Nothing happens. Okay, so unfortunately, you're too. You're sort of temporarily jolted by the fact that you've seen Artemis kind of double back and then slash, and you hear this piercing shriek from the dark of the cave.
Is that my entire turn?
That's your action. If you'd like to move closer, you can certainly do that.
What range band am I in right now?
Let's see. You are in the short range, and
I'm in the stabby.
you're engaged.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
That happened quickly.
Yeah.
You just met him.
Well, you know, he just seemed like my kind of guy.
So it just takes one maneuver to go from short to engaged or from short to medium. Makes sense.
Well, my blaster pistol's a range of medium. So,
Yeah, it might be helpful to retreat a little bit.
well, I can still shoot it from in short.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you
I
have
don't
a
think
better
it's
chance of
attacking
hitting it,
you
but
guys.
it can also engage you easier and it hits hard.
Yeah, so
It's a
that's
little
the
preoccupied, though.
yeah. Well, that's the exchange, right? You either get closer, make it easier to shoot, to hit, or you.
I'll stay in short. I'm the medic anyway, so if
Okay.
something bad happens to you, I gotta be the one to run in there and get you out.
I have 5 soak, and you've healed me back.
Can I draw my pistol?
That's you can do that with a maneuver.
I will do that.
I plan on having more soak after this job.
Good idea.
Okay, so
It's good
Now,
like sponges.
now it's the beast's turn. So this beast is still staggering backward, retreating. You can see again it's sort of viscous fluid. It's like milky white that's pouring out of its face, and it's staggering back. It makes a low kind of clicking noise, and you see just barely coming out of the darkness are 5 other creatures
Oh, good.
identical to that, the same species,
So,
beginning to advance on you. So let's.
could I also use my?
I see.
Never
It was
Could I
sizing up
also
our
use
power
my
level.
turn to call the rest of the group over here?
Yeah, that's a fair
Son
thing.
of
Yeah, if you want to let them know.
Bitch.
I will do that
Needs
then.
to
I
get
will
on
get
their
on my
comm
comm link and
Yeah.
inform you
Had to
that
Who's gonna go to
we got a party out here, guys.
I like parties.
Not that kind of party.
Okay. I probably found some
Okay.
slugs.
Everybody except for what's his face in the ship.
Is it attacking me again?
Cam.
All 5 of these things are swarming on you.
Oh, simultaneously?
Yes.
Cam, we need to stay.
You'll be
in.
fine.
I can't use dodge in this circumstance thing, can I? Like if it's one, is it one attack?
No, they're all individually attacking you.
Okay.
So it's 5 individual.
Yeah, I can't use dodge 5 times.
You can use it once if you'd like.
I don't need to use it yet.
Okay.
Are you sure? Are you sure about that?
You're like Rocky Balboa. You're just gonna stand there and take it, and
See
then
anything
maybe
past my
dodge.
face?
Exactly.
maybe get really messed up in the head later.
Later.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
First one's a swing and a miss.
Well, we'll make it through the
Oh, you dodged
first
on
5
this one.
movies. without
Okay.
too
Two more
much trouble.
difficulty.
Have you seen Creed?
No, I've heard it's pretty good.
It's amazing. Very, very, very good. The second one is supposed to, I think, done filming, so should be coming out
They're in
sometime
post.
soon. So if you
I feel like this
appreciate the
would be
Rocky movies, it's a very good follow-up. So
2 successes and 2 advantages. So that's
As long as there are no robot butlers.
10 damage.
good. I'll take 5.
And with the 2 advantages, this second new beast, using both of its top arms, bashes you with its fists and knocks you down. So you are now prone.
Oh, that's right. These things have extra arms.
Mm-hmm.
They have 4 arms, in fact.
I've got a 4-0.
Yeah, you have. Yeah,
2 of them.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
This guy.
What do you want, medal? Number 3 is going to also pound on you now that you're on the ground.
So how does being prone work with dodge? Because it doesn't
It-
specifically say I can't dodge if prone.
I'd imagine you just roll around a bit.
Tactical.
When you're prone,
check, sir.
it's
Easier?
plus blue to melee attacks.
Okay.
Oh,
So they get an extra blue trying to hit you because you're on the ground.
And I'll take 2 more difficulty.
So you can only dodge the one time.
I can anytime when targeted up to 2 strain to upgrade the difficulty. So I've been
Okay, so
taking
you're
strain.
gonna like whoa
Yeah,
we
and I've
love
been
it.
counting up the strain.
He's doing
Okay,
the
cool.
work.
Right.
he's just exerting a lot of energy.
Can literally
Yeah,
exert
those
yourself
purple
to
dice.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay.
That unfortunate DM luck.
All right. So this third one kind of leaps up with all 4 of its arms, tries to do a sort of a falling smash onto your midsection, and you manage to sort of roll out of the way at the last minute as you see it kicks up this plume of red dust. The 4th one begins to make its way towards you and does a big sort of meaty hook. Are you going to dodge again?
Yes.
Ah, the meat
Okay.
look.
Delicious.
Okay.
Put all your meat on the hook.
What?
Put all your meat on the hook.
What are you saying?
So 1 success and 3 advantages.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 9 damage.
Okay.
You're
And
still fine. Right?
I have 4 health left.
Yeah, you're fine.
with those advantages, okay, so you are this creature comes up on you, does a quick kind of left hook, bashes you straight in the temple, and your vision goes blurry, watery. You are disoriented. Now, what that means is that you're going to have another black die on top of all of your checks until that gets fixed. Yes, all checks you make, and it's for a set duration. Lasts until the end of the character's next turn. However, this is disorient 1, so give me just a second here. So 1 round, yeah. So before your next turn, the disorientation will go away. And then the final creature.
So do we find it acceptable for me to make one of these a red to see if I can, survive this round?
Yeah, that would probably be good.
Sure. And the difficulty's going up by 2 as well.
So you're dodging still, and you're making one of these a
I like
red.
to take the Drago approach to things. If he dies, he dies.
I will crush if it dies. Let's break you.
I'm with
Okay. Let's see here. That one will go there. That's going to go there. That goes there.
You're giving him a hell of a run for his money.
Okay, so
Their money.
So
Collectively
3
money.
advantages.
It's a pool of money.
All right. No successes,
you.
but 3 advantages.
Get to live another day. At least another round.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, this thing. This final monster with its lower right hand arm is trying to get you sort of a body blow. manages to scrape the bottom of the cavern, kick up this plume of sand. It strikes you directly in the face as you are. Your vision is swimming. You get a little bit of grit in the eyes. No, it's going to last for 2 rounds now instead of 1. So you're disoriented 2, right? Okay, PC.
I'd like to go next.
If you want to,
I'm not dead yet.
Go for it.
you can just let him die if you want to.
I'll
How
move-
important is it to you, really?
Oh no, I'm gonna sprint back to the ship, so they just follow everything out of the ship, yeah?
Oh no.
Close
no,
the
not,
gate!
not my ship. They just go around ruining things. No.
So I'll move into engaged,
Okay.
and I will flip a destiny for this point, for this attack.
Okay.
How many
That
crew
one.
members
That
were
can't
there?
hurt us at all.
How many crew members were there?
Total?
In the spicy lady.
Oh, in the spicy lake.
6.
This could take them out.
And
That was less my question.
I'll attack the one that's injured.
The one that's currently injured. Okay. Okay.
Oh, excellent.
So you've ignited your lightsaber and moved in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that is 3 successes,
Okay.
2 advantages, so that is a crit.
Okay. So are you going to activate the crit?
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you kill this thing? It's already blinded. There's this sort of milky fluid pouring out of its face, and it's trying to make its way back towards the cave so that it can at least clear its vision, maybe get back to its hovel.
It just plays chill.
So I'm definitely going to kill it.
How do you do that?
Okay.
Delicious.
I cut it in half at the middle.
Okay. So horizontally,
That's all
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
letting
So-
cube do.
there is a singe of hot sort of scent as you smell the cauterization and separation of flesh, and this thing
Tastes like burnt.
comes apart and falls into the sand. So it's dead. There. Okay. Anything else you want to do in your turn?
No, I've done everything I can do.
You can make a quip, perhaps, if you like. Quips are free action, by the way. Quips are incidental.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'd be.
So we got one more piece. So we got 2 more pieces. I'm sorry.
I think it's the size as we just meander. So how far away are we?
So from the cave, from cave to ship, you are within medium. So it's going to take 2 maneuvers to get to engaged with the beasts. But if you have a medium weapon, you could conceivably go around the ship, like do a quick little loop, and then fire.
Right. Oh well, are they outside?
No.
Okay, they are inside. So, but we can still see them to shoot them.
You're
with
seeing
them.
a lot of motion, some beasts moving around and stuff like that. It's difficult. It would not be like a pure difficulty check. There'd be a setback added onto that, but you could from the ship just like try to take pot shots.
Okay. All right. Well, as long as if we're in medium range, I will. I gotta shoot from kind of where the ship is
From
at.
where you are. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
so okay.
I'll take an aim action.
Okay. As a maneuver.
Yeah. So I guess I'll
Yeah.
just if I can see it, like I assume how it works is like just bring my weapon around. Start, the weapon starts prepping, and
Sure.
brace against the ship
Okay. Yeah.
to and using some targeting and also just amazing training. And
Okay.
just being a
So
fantastic
you're going to
person.
have because of the darkness of the cave, 1 setback die, but the aim will give you 1 boost die. So hopefully that'll sort of balance things out a little bit.
Cool. Sounds good. So let's do this really quick.
And then since you're at medium range, that's going to be 2. Yeah. 2 to hit.
Alright, cool. Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Alright.
So you brace yourself against the ship and you begin to take shots towards the cave at the flashes of beast that you can see.
This is this, right? Plus
2 per.
Yeah, that's right. And then your skill stuff.
sounds good. Yeah. Alright. So and PPM.
That looks pretty.
Sick nasty. And I also get and alright. Cool. So 3 advantage, 3 net. Okay, sweet. So this is gonna be crit.
Okay.
It's also
gonna
gonna
trigger
be.
crit.
Also looks like it's gonna be about 16 damage.
16 damage. Okay. So 16 damage and a crit. Okay.
Do you have to spend
To
the
activate
hits
a crit.
to activate a crit? So
Yeah.
like 3, like these have to be removed to
Mhm.
do that.
Yeah, you basically popping them to make. The
Okay,
crit.
that's cool. Then never mind. It would be 14.
14 damage.
Yes.
Got
and
it.
crit.
Okay.
Apologies. Sweet. And no net advantage or disadvantage.
All right, so I'm gonna just. I assume you don't have any D100 on you. Okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll that, and then we'll determine what the critical injury is. Are you still wielding that big fuck off gun?
It actually says that on the side.
Yeah, BFG. It says 1,000 because it's far a long time ago.
It's earlier.
72.
72. Okay. Okay. So you brace yourself against the back of the spicy lady. Fire.
Sounds
you
like my sadness.
You see that the bolt, the energy bolt, catches one of the beasts in its foreleg, sort of tears a hole through it, and you can see it sort of stumble. It looks like it is not going to be able to move during its next time, next turn.
Crit, indeed.
It's hamstrung.
This is so to speak. One would say.
If it had hamstrings, it would be hamstrung. Yes. Okay. Yeah, we got you left, Alex. All right.
Gonna move into medium, or what, short range.
Short range?
And then
Okay.
overcharge the arm. Try to boost strength for the encounter.
Hey.
You're juicing your arm?
Yep. Open up.
And also doing it to just call up and be like, what's the situation? How's everybody doing in there?
Goody.
Well, Artemis seems like he's in trouble.
Okay. Doesn't work, but no side effects on
He is
Okay,
trouble.
well that's good. That could be worse. Right?
I feel like you would have to be baffled at that sentence.
Yeah, I'm just like, wait, are you sure about that?
Okay, and we're back up at the top. So
So that man
another
take on
PC
half
slot.
of that.
So I'm probably gonna try to just, get away.
Exercise the better part of valor.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're currently engaged with 5 of these beasts.
Congratulations.
Wait,
Yeah, congratulations.
isn't one dead?
One is dead.
There were 6 of them.
Oh.
5 more from the cave.
There's a bunch of big boys.
The initial one
Yeah.
that attacked you died, and the 5 that came out are still there. Right? So,
This is your home shit.
These meat hook boys.
you got to get out of here.
I mean, you're disoriented, right? You haven't actually taken any. Have you taken damage?
That's what they're referred
Oh, yeah.
to in town.
I've taken
Meat
a
hook
shit
boys.
ton
Meat
of
hook boys.
Okay.
You gotta be careful with those.
I just mostly remember you
Make
being
noise.
disoriented, which I can't help. If you let me go next, I can get out there and heal you.
I mean, if you want, like to give you an idea of how much damage I've taken, I have 5 soak, and
Holy shit.
I've taken 9 wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So let me go next.
Okay. But all of them go between you and the next PC slot.
Okay, maybe you go. Try to come to me.
So you can use your one maneuver to basically put distance between you
Anybody have
and
a
the rest
grenade?
of the beasts. So that'll take you from engaged to short.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I'm shit at grenades.
Now that's only going to take
Yeah,
you to
whiskey
short. Now you
solves
know that it
problems,
only
right?
takes one maneuver to go from
Mhm.
engaged to short and back.
It's explosive.
What
they
happens if you meet your
Just
strain
another way.
That's an excellent question.
Strain is unconscious, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay,
if I'm not
so I
mistaken.
probably shouldn't take a 13.
Well,
strain.
even I thought,
So
even
you
if you
can
go down to
dodge
0
yourself
HP, I think you're also.
Yeah. As a player, yeah.
Well, I
If
didn't know if
strain
it
drops,
was
I think you're
a
just
like
unconscious.
volleyball
If
you
health
could meet the
drops, you're
line,
unconscious,
or
It has other
Right.
implications,
Yeah.
there's more
Well, you
danger.
can take like permanent wounds or some shit.
You start taking those critical hits against you.
That's it. I think
If your strain is greater than your strain threshold, you're incapacitated.
okay,
You
so
can
I
go
could
up to the line.
take another strain to move farther away.
Yes.
Yeah, then we're gonna go up to the line. We're gonna.
take red line,
Yeah.
baby.
Red line.
You take any more strain,
I
you
need to watch
drop.
that.
I understand that. Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Enemy red line.
But I
very,
couldn't
like,
really
Unfortunately, I
dodge.
can't fix that.
Visually impressive.
Well, I'm a 13 strain and not dead, so yes.
Congratulations.
Knock on some space wood.
So I can go from short to
To medium.
medium.
Yeah, because it takes one to go from basically from engaged to short and then short to medium. Right. And then trying to go from medium to long is consider that's twice as much as you rolled two to go long.
Well, I can't really do anything. I can't attack.
Okay, but so you put space in between you. So are you? I assume you're heading away from the cave.
Yeah.
Towards me.
Okay, great.
I'm in short range.
Oh, well then I'm past you.
Okay, that's
You see
fine.
Artemis kind of like making distance between himself and the
It's
front
actually
of the
just
cave.
him bleeding. Oh my god! And as there's more of them, like
Yeah.
this, I would assume there was like one. I was like, I pegged
Oh yeah,
him.
I got him.
I
got
said
him.
it was
Oh,
a party.
shit.
Yeah, Quetzal mentioned over the. Yeah, we got a whole host of them over here.
And I feel like her mentioning that Artemis was in trouble should have given you some idea of how severe things were.
If this man is bleeding, things have gone poorly.
Yes.
If Quelleen is bleeding, we have lost.
All hope is gone.
Yes, all the hope is being
The band is
snuffed out.
Yeah, Ben, all hope the winter.
Winter here.
I think we're gonna go in the ship now.
So, yeah, because knowing that all of them go between PC slot 1 and PC slot 2 is why.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have put
Initiative
distance
is
between
important.
two of you.
If we weren't
Tell your
being
friends.
currently being
Makes
chased by
breaks.
the Imperials, we could just get back on the ship and shoot at these things with a gun.
I mean, we could still do that.
But we would draw a considerable amount of attention to ourselves.
Now you still have your.
Disorient.
No, it's the start of your next turn.
Oh.
Yeah. So well, I'm sorry, it was 2 rounds. Yes, we got 1 round left of that to go. But you still have your action.
Oh, I can shoot without taking more strain?
Yeah, you have 1 action per turn,
Oh, then I'm
and
shooting.
you have 1 free maneuver per turn. You just spent your free and an extra maneuver to make distance.
Don't continue aggroing them.
Then I'm shooting.
You can't change weapons, can you?
Spoken
I
like a
can't.
true healer.
It depends on if
Quick
you.
draw.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah,
go.
so you can.
There's a will, there's a way.
Trying to aggro me.
All right, so
Or if
we
it's
get
3.5,
one of
there's a
these. We get- We're gonna go for the guy that's
Injured?
yeah.
The guy that got hamstrung?
Yeah.
His hamstrings flying out?
3.5 are garbage.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
The other 10% are bonkers.
Broken.
That's why I like 5th edition more.
Yeah.
Because just all the feats are just robust. Even if they're not like
Oh,
generally good, they're still super
Remember
playable.
the
Like
2
Tavern
setback
Brawler.
from-
Like,
That's right.
There are
I thought you said it was
times
one
where
setback
that's
for 2 rounds.
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
1.
But
Yeah,
it's very
I have the
slow.
setback.
Okay, good.
we're in 3.5, it like I always felt
Yay.
feats were always like
Hey!
That's a triumph.
Yay! So a free crit, basically.
Okay.
And a
so
lot of advantage.
I remember.
Well,
correctly, that's a
actually-
free
and
crit.
you're all dead.
I have 1 advantage.
Yeah, free crit.
Just looking at my scope, that man would still be
And-
fighting as he retreats.
Oh,
One
no.
success, 2 advantage.
Yeah. I thought I just said that. I forgot about the blue dice. So 3 advantage. No, that's a success, 9 advantage. So 2 advantage, 3 success, and a triumph.
3 successes. Okay, so how much damage is that you dealing?
3 successes with this gun is
Base value plus 3.
12,
12.
It's good.
and its crit rating is 3. So I'll pop an advantage for a crit. Did I do that?
You can do the triumph for that too, like that. Triumph
Okay,
counts as
yeah.
that as well.
Then we'll crit.
Okay, roll a D100, please. Let's figure out what happens next.
Do you add 10 to
Not
this
much.
one, or is it only melee?
I still do lethal blows, so this is
Okay.
a 44.
Oh,
But
shit.
the
on
amazing-
range too? That's awesome.
Yeah, but the amazing stuff is only with the vibro.
So 44?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so what are you using now? You switch from your vibro
Blaster carbine.
to a blaster carbine.
Nice.
You fire some shots, and this thing, despite being hamstrung, is still sort of like trying to limp after you towards the ship. You fire at it. You take out both of this creature's knees, and it essentially flies forward directly into the sand with a sort of moist of sand and dust.
I
It's
know Artemis
dead.
in a very specific way.
That's so gross.
Thank you. Okay, so another PC slot, and then we have the beasts.
Okay.
This
Would
thing
you mind
like
if I go
giant
first?
super
Yeah,
meat
yeah.
boys.
It
That's
doesn't
really
matter,
what I'm thinking of.
Since I am engaged with these creatures.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's always
congratulations.
making noise. Just
Alright,
the
did you say we
squish.
could aim with a melee weapon?
Yeah, there's nothing that says that you can't aim with a melee, if I'm not mistaken.
It's just taking that like moment to
You take a moment of
focus.
focus, yeah.
And sort of,
But that's your maneuver, right?
Mhm.
So
so no movement unless you want to burn some strain.
We treat it like parents' rules. If they didn't say you can't do it.
well, that's all fucking RPGs are like. I didn't see it in the book.
The word God came down and said that Raw was right. Rules is written.
One advantage,
One advantage.
so I'll pass that along.
Okay, so the boost die to the next person. Got
The
it.
Book of Munchkin mentions it.
So remember that you get a boost die to the next person who's going to act. Okay, but now the beasts. So you go swing wide. You manage to hit only air, and now the beasts are turning their attention to the closest source of meat. So
But there are only 4 of them.
there are only 4 of them now. Yes, that's correct.
So we've killed 3?
We're killing them at a rate
Two.
of 1 per round.
Two.
It's
Oh,
pretty
right.
good.
I keep. Yeah. Well, they almost killed one of us in a round, so.
Yeah.
But that was with, I mean,
I'm
5
going
of
to
them.
flip one of these.
And only 2 of us being engaged.
Turn this into this.
Mind you, one of us they almost killed was...
So the
Artemis.
first one, having
Actually,
sort of
no, she's more
bobbed
than
and
I.
weaved, managed to avoid the lightsaber strike, begins to make its way towards you and swing its
Health-wise,
fist.
I have more soak, she has more health.
Okay, so let's see here.
I mean, if that's the case, then I'm the tankiest. Same soak, but 17 health.
Damn.
Yeah.
So 4 successes, so that's 12 damage.
Okay, I'm going to parry.
Wow. I figured it's
So
okay.
that
idea if I'm
reduces
gonna
that
be
by
hitting people with a
5.
stun baton.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Is that with soak as well? Soak stack on top of that?
Yeah, soak stats on top of
Okay.
that.
Excellent.
And 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 advantages.
So let's see, 12 minus 5 is
7.
7.
7 minus your
Minus
soak.
4, so that's 3
3
damage.
damage. And
Nice.
with the 4 advantages, this blow that you're able to parry, the force of the blow manages to both knock you down as you sort of spin off to the right and disorient you at the same time. So you're going to take 1 black until your start of your next turn, and you are now prone. Okay, the next creature comes up and tries to finish its friend's
Handiwork.
as it sees you now in this sort of
I like how these
compromised
creatures have a
position.
combo.
Can you dodge?
Yeah,
No, I can parry.
it's very organized for big creatures. That's pretty cool. And it's super
Oh,
That's
scary.
son of a-
unfortunate.
Ooh.
Like,
Hey, did you really get to
like
roll 3
giant
of
pack
those
animals.
this time since you didn't flip them?
Yes.
There you
Okay.
The dice
I am
were
sorry.
rolled.
I intended to do that, but that is my.
The dice were rolled. The price must be paid.
The price is right.
Okay, so those
Price is
cancel.
wrong.
Making us sound like a cult.
So 1 success, 3 advantages, and a
I
triumph.
mean, it is Star Wars.
So the triumph I'm going to use to proc a crit. Okay, so we'll see what that happens. And then the 3 advantages,
Blacklight, no.
that will give a boost die
Hang on.
to the next attacker. Right. Okay. So
Just alley oop and just being
33.
Some real
So,
LeBron
That's not
James.
bad.
You are stunned. You cannot perform your action on the next turn.
But you still have maneuver.
And you
Right.
apparently can still parry?
So the 1 success from the triumph, that's going to be 9 damage.
Okay, so I'll parry again.
Okay.
Do you take any damage? Then you take a 1 damage from that.
No.
No.
Parry minus 5, so that's 4. Minus soak is 3. So
4.
So you don't take any damage from that.
Yeah.
But you are stunned, so you can't do your action next turn. You've still got your disorientation, and so that's 1, 2. The this third beast out of the 4 that's left is rushing forward. So you're still engaged. You've moved to medium. You're still within short range. Is that right? So it is going to move forward and try to attack you.
Okay.
So it does not get that. Gets that. And,
Would you like to proc a destiny point? to
Yeah,
that
I'm gonna
die?
do that.
So you're going to turn one of these purple into
Pulling
a red? Is that what
Yep.
I'm...
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty.
I feel like that's the goal at this point. Is just to die.
Oh, despair.
Yeah.
Good call.
The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh from The space Jesus giveth. Okay.
You are in
space
Jesus.
hole.
Thanks be to our
More
So
than
technically the
Jesus.
failures can cancel that.
They do like the bad part of the fail of the despair will still go off, but it still only counts as 1 failure.
Mm-hmm. It can be overwritten.
So 4 successes. 2... Hold on. No.
3
okay,
successes.
3 successes. 2 advantages and a despair.
Yeah, good luck with that.
4 successes. So it does...
Well, now the medic's under attack. We need
So
to
it does
get
hit.
in on this.
Why are you guys waiting?
I lit something
Despite
up for like
other
15
people wanting
points
to
of
go
damage.
first.
Other people wanted to go first.
I'm just trying to be a gentleman.
I was being polite and letting them die first.
Okay.
No, I'm running in here with a stun.
So this
baton.
thing,
I'm not feeling very good about this.
So that was 3 successes. So 11 damage
I'm
from
not a
towards you.
damage dealer.
Okay, well I have a soak 4.
So this thing leaps at you, like gets on, like takes on the balls of its feet, and then just leaps forward, bowls into
The
you,
stock tiger sound.
manages to make itself prone in the process. That's the despair, and then with the 2 advantages, knocks you down as well. So the 2 of you are on the ground. This thing is sort of bounced off of you, and you take the damage.
Okay.
Okay. And then a final beast is going to attempt to strike Quelleen because she is in a bad position. Would you like to do
Yes,
anything to the pool?
I'd like to.
Okay. We'll keep that as it is. And so we got bound the brawl checks and you're prone. So there you go. Alright, we'll reroll that again. Okay. Let's see here.
So how many are left?
3,
4.
4.
Yeah. Still.
1 has rushed out and is now prone next to Quetzal. Okay.
Oh, that does not look good.
No, 2, 3, 4.
Here's just where we die.
So 5 successes. So that's a
about that
total of 13 damage.
So I will parry again.
It's,
Did you die?
it's refreshing. I haven't been part of a
I'm at half
TKO
health.
in a long time.
Operation GTO.
So how many damage?
Unfortunately, I don't have any kind of
Grab the
combat.
medic and
So
run.
8 plus 5, that's 13.
13, so
Minus
Minus
7 for the
9,
parry,
so you'll
right?
get 4
Just
damage.
shoot and hope for the best.
And then the 2 advantages are going to, let's see,
I'm imagining like
that's going to give
Futurama style
you
animation. Just run over to the ship. It kind of picks
another,
up and just slams
setback
into the
die.
enemies a couple of times.
to your next check, whatever that is.
Fixed it.
Okay, so this thing basically pounces on you and does a couple of like solid body blows, sort of racking your midsection. As this sort of it's shrieking at you, its open jaw. You can see like strands of spit are starting to hit your face as it's doing this. And now we have another PC turn.
I'll take it.
Okay.
All right.
So what you saw from the ship was this one beast barrel forward, knock Quetzal down, like with a sort of a charging shoulder. It's lying next to him. And you saw what looked like a lightsaber basically go prone and then stay that way. If that communicates to you the seriousness
I think
of
all
what's
three
happening.
of us are currently prone.
Okay,
Is that
so
correct? Yeah.
I am.
Well, I assume
Add it to the
you're
supercut.
I would have in my move. I'm not prone now.
Okay.
I'm just disoriented and almost dead.
For some reason, I was picturing you just like
Can I still?
shuffling
Technically,
backwards.
you should have. It's the one maneuver to stand up,
Oh,
and then one maneuver to move, and then the extra maneuver. So,
An extra maneuver would cost you strain.
yes.
So
I would've-
I'm going to hand wave it this time, but please remember next time.
Okay.
Okay.
So I can
Yeah, I was
still
picturing
see.
you like crawling.
I can still see these creatures.
Shuffling
Yeah,
backwards.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to attack the one that is attacking Quetzal.
Okay, sounds good.
Pick off the weak ones.
So you're going to get a. Are you doing it ranged?
Yes.
So you're going to add a black
That is
because it's
fair.
prone, right? It's harder to hit with ranged attacks.
Had your math.
Oh, aim.
Okay. Aim and add that blue.
You still need this from whatever we had before.
The dark is the cave. Yes.
Okay.
And
It's
is the
in
blue
short-
from her?
It's in short range on him now, isn't it?
Yes, it's actually moved forward, so you take
Oh, it
this
has?
purple away. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see.
Because it barreled forward and tried to.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got one from it being down. What's the other black die for?
I guess then that's out of the cave now. That's not. That doesn't
Okay. I just
apply.
wanted to.
Thank you for reminding me. Yeah.
And
So,
did you grab the blue from her?
No, I didn't know if that was expended. All right.
nope, it passed on, so
Nobody's
you're
gone
good to go.
after her yet.
Hold on to it.
that looks pretty.
Sick nasty. Okay. So.
Triumph.
This.
Triumph, you say?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. We
Crit it
have lift up. So 14 and
14 damage. And a crit.
yes, and I guess I have a couple spare advantage. Can you only claim one, or can you just keep spending advantage?
You can just keep spending as
Okay,
long as
then
you
I'll
have
just
it.
pass on the next. Just keep the advantage train rolling.
Okay, so you're going to pass a boost die to the next person.
Boost die.
Okay, and we're doing crits.
Right.
Okay.
So 14.
Roll
and,
your D100, please. Let's figure out what happens to this thing.
37. A lot of 30s.
37. Stinger. Okay, so you riddle this thing with a couple of bullets, and actually it strikes sort of some of the tendon in the sort of connection between its two left arms. It's going to add a purple to its next check. So an extra purple because it's stunned.
Cool.
Okay. Next PC slot. So let's see. So Artemis is gone. Quelleen is gone. We've got Drak is gone. So Quetzal and Alex are the only ones left.
I can take it if you don't want it.
Sure.
Stun baton out. Approach the one, or engage the one by Quetzal, and just take a swing at it.
Okay. It's prone, so it's melee, so you get an extra boost.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So 2 boost out.
And you get the blue from.
Drak.
Well, that's definitely helped. But all I'm doing is generating advantage, per usual. 1 failure, 4 advantage.
4 advantage. How do you want to spend those advantages?
Just pass 2 boost die to the next person. Keep it rolling.
You turn it into a success.
I wish.
Okay. Yeah. So 2 boost to the next check. So
That would be me.
that would be you.
Okay.
So swing and a miss.
Yep.
As the thing is sort of writhing around, it just got shot by Drak, so it's sort of reacting to that initial blow.
Can you dice that?
This thing is sort of writhing around next to you, and there's also the 3 that are still sort of ganging up on Quelleen inside the cave.
Artemis, how much health do you have left?
On a scale from 1 to 20, how do you feel?
How
I don't want it was a 1 to
If you're going to
67.
heal one of us, healing
I'm
Quelleen
a
might be
16.
more useful.
Okay.
So you'll have to spend a maneuver to get up. Right, because you're prone.
Okay. And you are 1 range band away from me, correct?
Yeah.
Well, I can just toss you a stim pack. Just for a quick fix.
I don't have an action.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, stunned.
So I will
Yeah.
have to use the stim pack on you, I guess.
Exactly, yeah. She would not be able to use it herself
Okay.
until the turn following, the next time she goes.
Then the problem with that is that puts me within range of 3 of these things.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
Can I use an additional maneuver to start dragging her away?
No.
No.
That's going to be an action. That would count as an additional action. So the maneuvers you can do, generally speaking, are aim, assist, guarded stance, interact with environment, manage gear, move, engage, disengage, drop prone, stand from prone, and preparation. So you can, try to do better at the thing that you're about to do.
But I can still move into her range, right?
Yeah. So you use 1 maneuver to stand up. You'll have to spend 1 strain to do an extra maneuver, but you can move.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I haven't used any strain at all so far. So.
Okay, so you spend 1 strain and you do your extra maneuver. You move in towards Quelleen, towards the inside of the cave.
Okay.
And now you've got your action still. So
I will use my action to. Do I want to administer a stim pack or do I want to break out the physician's kit?
I feel like stim pack would be more fitting.
Yeah.
Physician's kit would probably take a moment. I don't know.
We'll go with this stim pack.
stim pack.
Drugs.
Heal 5+2 for my
Yeah.
my specialization, so you get 7 health back.
That puts me back up to full.
Excellent. So you rush in and so you feel the sweet touch of stim pack.
Can I burn an additional strain for another maneuver, or does it only work
You
once?
can only do 2 maneuvers.
Okay.
A single player can only do 2 maneuvers during its turn. So basically you get another free maneuver.
Does this say what I can spend strain on? I guess I can use this one.
Yes, it does. There is
Because I like never use it.
It's towards the. Trying to remember.
What's that like, having strain to spare?
That's what a novelty.
Well, it's just right now it's a resource pool that I don't touch, so it's kind of a waste.
Mhm.
Like I don't,
It's about to
the
touch
medic
you.
doesn't get any kind of combat maneuvers.
I'm sorry. It's technically you're spending 2 strain to add 1 maneuver.
Oh, okay.
Apologies.
Good to know.
But that's my mistake.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't get any kind of combat maneuvers from my.
You don't get
soldier
it
medic
special, yeah. You do get the normal list of whatever those are. Like
So-
AIM, the gold
Let's see.
standard.
It's
thing.
useful.
Where are you spending?
Or take
Maybe
something
I'm thinking of advantages and disadvantages out of that. I mean, really, strain is tracking your sort of non-lethal or sort of body stress, and then you can use
It's your
it to-
fatigue. It's,
And then
it's
you can use it to
general-
proc another maneuver, basically. Also, there are some special things,
general
like
energy
class abilities and
expenditure.
stuff like that, that allow you to spend strain to do, like
Mm.
Dodge.
Artemis'
Yeah, I don't
dodge
have
thing.
anything like that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
so it did allow you to rush into the cave and patch up Quelleen, so she is feeling much better.
When the turn comes back around, we could also drop you at the top of the order.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you
It's
can.
true, yeah.
Remember, the PC slots are blank. They're,
Mm-hmm. Get you in and out.
speaking of
Can
which,
Can I also swap to my combat knife in this turn? Do I have enough of the
is that
That's maneuver.
that's a maneuver.
maneuver?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But however, the next PC turn is now, so you could take your turn again
Okay.
if you like. So it'd be 1 maneuver to swap your combat knife.
Well, I was gonna swap to my combat knife because I was thinking if I don't get a turn before these things attack me, maybe like one of them will stab themselves on me.
Wishful thinking. Odds are real low, but it's not impossible.
Despairs do happen.
Yeah.
You know how many times we've had people shoot each other with their own guns? That kind of a thing.
But if you buy into the kayfabe.
Okay.
For Fantasy Fighters, they do have there's a more recent.
I I guess I will then move back out to where you are. That's
So you're gonna have to
range
spend
bands.
2 strain
That's fine.
because you switch your combat
I
now.
don't have strain to spend on anything
Later.
else.
Okay. So you backpedal and you make your way back towards where Artemis is.
left the cave.
Yeah, see you bye. Sort of like a tag game. Sort of.
Well, can I?
You'll be okay.
Would it be another
It's been
strain to
raining.
try to move her with me?
Now you have your action,
Okay.
so you could conceivably use that. You'd have to make a check of would be like athletics, and depending on how that shakes out, you could conceivably try to drag Quelleen with you. Yeah, I mean that seems sensible. That'd be the one thing that you could do, though. Right?
I can get her. Just get back.
I think I would rather. I would spend the strain to go back to him, and then
Let
use a
RoboCop
stim
deal
pack.
with it.
I didn't
So
ask
you get
for
7
this.
health back.
Holy shit! Using a stim pack is an action, so you can only do that once.
Yeah.
You did that in the last round, so here's your new action. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 wounds back.
I have 11 health back. What?
You're gonna live.
I'm a new man, and that means dive back
No,
into that.
You're still the old problematic man. Okay, so next PC slot.
I mean, I could dive back in.
If you want to.
Wait, is this the start of a new round?
Yeah.
Well, it was hers the start of the new round. Yeah. So this is
So
the
I
second
can't.
PC slot.
I guess.
I could also hustle back in there if you don't want to be in there.
Well, I can't go in and do melee in the same turn because I have to go 2 range bands. So I can shoot.
Let me get in close then, so we can split the damage between the two of us.
There is
potentially.
one that is prone and stung next to Quelleen, is in short range.
Oh yeah,
Was
I'm
next
still
to
next
me.
to that guy.
Was
Yeah.
yes. Too.
So I could move from short to engaged, and then attack.
With it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna.
But you'd have to use a maneuver to switch your weapon.
No, he doesn't.
You got quick draw. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, then yes, you absolutely could. So you could just pocket that, get your vibro axe out, and try to slash this motherfucker.
So quick hold there. Still want to leave 3 here.
well,
'cause
except
I can
there are
get
only
in on
3
that.
left, aren't there?
There are 4.
There
There
are
are
4
3
left.
on her.
3 on
Yeah,
her,
4
and
there.
then 1 that was previously next to Quetzal, before
Which
she
I'm
broke.
currently standing by. I could move over there to help out and at least spread that damage a bit. Because 2 good hits might be all it takes.
Or you could die.
She's back to full health.
Yeah.
For now.
How much strain
Yeah.
do you have?
I got enough for 2 more parries.
So that's, I mean,
We're getting kind of
18
low.
soak.
Potential.
I'll leave it to you.
I'd like to get in there and just try to spread that damage around. I don't want to take the risk personally.
All right.
Okay.
So do you want to take your turn?
Yep.
Okay, Alex.
So I'll move into engage range with the ones around her and just
So that's 2 range bands, so you're spending 2 maneuvers, right?
from the prone guy.
Did you move up to the prone guy?
Yeah, I took a swing at him last
Oh,
time.
that's right, yeah. So
Yeah.
you got just the 1 maneuver. Yes.
That's why he's prone.
I'm sorry, I forgot about that.
No,
So
no,
yeah,
I
you're in the
didn't-
cave
I didn't
now.
even hit him.
So you're rushing towards Quelleen,
Yep.
who's still prone, and these creatures are sort of mobbing her. Okay, what do you want to do?
Take a swing at one of them. It's dark in the cave, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so 1 step back. None of them are prone. Well, we'll see how this goes. No.
Maybe?
No.
You got the 1 left.
That's the problem.
Sure?
Save it for somebody's...
Okay.
Just in case.
Because you could.
Because he's still prone. I'm worried.
Oh, you're using
There we go.
the Genesis dice. That's why they look weird.
Yeah. Okay, 2 success, 1 advantage. So I'm going to pass that blue die to whoever goes next.
Okay.
And that's a grand total of...
Floating blue die and damage.
7 stun damage.
7 stun damage. Okay.
Indeed.
Shocker.
Eat this.
Oh, I'm sorry. Not that one.
I apologize.
7
I meant
stun
this.
damage.
Now you die.
Part of the difficulty here is they all go at the same time.
So, Alex, you rush forward, stun baton out. You bash one of the beasts in sort of the back neck region as it's towering over Quelleen, and you see a sort of a spark of electricity across its skin, and it takes a moment and just turns around and looks at you.
It seems like it was only frustrated.
Okay, the NPCs are next. So now it is time for the creatures. The one that you just tried to stun is going to return the favor.
Sounds fair.
Okay. So it is going to take. It's 2 difficulty because you're engaged with it. It gets blue.
You just tried to stun one of these?
That's all I got.
I
I
get
literally
some
only
more
have a stun baton.
Do you guys think what's his face knew that these things were in the cave and is trying to get rid of us?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh, ye of little faith.
definitely.
You have 0 faith.
And of course, I blame you for this.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to agree with her on this. This is on you.
So 9 damage to you, Alex.
Okay.
And 2 advantages, and you are knocked down as well. All right. As this thing basically, so you tried to shock it, it shrugged it off, and as it was turning back, basically did a backhand with its top fist.
Nice.
And sort of, I wish it launched you wire fu style across the cave. That's not enough. So it just sort of bowls you back over and you fall to the ground. And Darth Vader shows up.
Oh shit!
The corridor turns red. Everyone dies.
We don't have that DLC.
Yeah, we have
Okay. So next,
The party on the floor.
the second beast in the cave is going to seize this sort of new scuffle. Turns and looks between the prone Jedi and this thing that was using a stun baton. It sees it, it's like, and you can see there's like a registerable level of like, what do I do? It then turns and tries to attack you.
All right.
It will get another boost die because you're prone now.
Okay. 1 step back from defense. I forgot to mention that. But, yep.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention I have melee defense too.
It's important to mention that,
Yep.
otherwise I will not know to roll it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Hey, it helped.
I do not.
That goes away.
It's okay. I'm pretty
This
sure
was the part of the
that
hall I
you
was
would have
trying to
put
get
me
to. Right,
between you and the things when you came back
They
to
were going to
sit
be
back.
Hero March. It's part of the
So 11 more damage.
Okay.
That was just, I think, a safe assumption.
Yeah.
Just 3 successes. Only 3. And the third one continues to try to attack you.
Okay, I have 2 melee defense.
2 melee.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. And then, so that's it is fight pull, 2 difficulty. And then because you're prone, right? Okay. There we go. I'll do that. So I want to see what you people have made of.
This is a good test. I like
Pushing
it.
me.
Over here, I'm just like, hit me!
Like, in case you haven't noticed, I think there's blood and
Yeah, I was gonna say meat, bone, fleshy bits,
Going to go away.
some liquids.
These. No, that's a success.
I
This is
find
the
it
slaughter
concerning
I've
that
been
you
waiting
list the
for.
liquids separate from the blood.
Oh, there's some other liquids.
Okay.
Stomach
1, 2, 3,
acid,
4, 5.
tear juice.
13 damage coming your way.
Okay, we're gonna do that.
you'll take 4.
Tear juice.
Tear juice.
And 2 threat it generated. So it hyperextends itself and it will take a black die to its next
Oh, pull the muscle.
check. So it continues. This is the same one that's been sort of on top of you this whole time. And this one does one big swing with both arms on its right-hand side. Both across your midsection and your face as it sort of pummels on you. Next, the one that's outside, it is stung and prone. It uses its maneuver to sort of unsteadily get up, swinging its arms kind of wildly. It looks to see if there's any creature near it that it can sort of swing wildly.
Sucker.
It just windmills. It just.
It has to move another range band.
Yes,
It's not my
which is
fault
it
if
is
I did.
unable to do. It is too busy trying to right itself and swinging arms wildly to make any kind of concrete observation of targets. Next, it's a PC slot.
I am not too busy to come in and stab it to death.
You should do that. So you're going towards the one that's just gotten up and is swinging its arms around.
Yep.
Cool.
I have my setback. I have that.
What do you have a setback for?
Because I'm still disoriented.
Oh. I thought.
At this point, it should be over because it was 2 rounds, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm not disoriented. I'm fine. So that. And.
And?
Yeah.
Did you pass along a boost die?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So you should have an extra boost die.
Okay.
Triumph.
So
Nailed it.
this and
You
this
definitely
and
succeeded.
this. And then so I'll have an advantage and 3 successes
And a triumph.
and a triumph. So I'm
An
gonna.
advantage. That's a threat.
I don't know. This is taken out by one of the things that
Okay.
I picked up.
So you have-
Yeah, that threat and takes out one of these.
So 1
Yeah.
advantage.
and 3
3
successes, and a triumph.
How much damage, first of all?
So straight off the top, it's going to take just 10 damage, pierce 4,
10 damage, pierce 4. Okay.
and then I'm going to crit,
All right. Crit time.
which is going to be a D100 plus 50,
Plus 50. Nice.
so 128.
128.
That's getting your like instant death options.
Ah, it's a gruesome injury.
Hmm.
Roll critical injury characteristic. I will. Thank you.
I really have to keep it. I want to see what happens.
Okay.
Now you have to let this one live.
Reduce to okay. Okay, so you were using your vibro axe.
Yeah.
So you move up, and so you slash this thing across the midsection, and you see that the musculature, basically, that was allowing the 2 arms to do all the heavy lifting, you basically severed all of that. It's a deep cut, and so you see its arms like instantly go limp, and it is now sort of staggering around, trying to essentially flinging its now useless arms towards you.
The thing that when the kids pull their hands
Exactly.
inside their shirts, they start smacking you with
At
the
that point,
sleeves.
It now has a brawn of 1. Just a
Wow.
yeah.
At that point, I would just verbalize, "Hey, come at me, bro."
No, I'm sorry.
That's an older meme.
It has a brawn of 4.
Okay.
No, excuse me. Only loses a 1. I misread that. But anyway, it's bad. Okay. So we've got next PC slot. We got 2 people left.
Who's left?
So it should be
Me and
8.
yeah, Quelleen and Drak.
I'll go last.
so we've got 2 combatants left.
No, we've
Still
got
3?
4.
4.
Oh,
Yeah. There's one that Artemis was just engaged with and,
sure.
and made loosey goosey.
Sure.
And then there are the 3 that are still around Quelleen. There's one that's currently pummeling Quelleen, and 2 that have now changed their engagement to Alex. Congratulations.
I'll
Live and die.
shoot the one that's attacking Quelleen.
Okay. Now that one is further inside the cave, so you're going to take a setback because of the darkness. Right.
All right.
I'm also going to upgrade the difficulty. One right, please.
You don't exchange a yellow with a red, you exchange the purple with a
Yeah,
red.
I know. I was like, wait a minute.
I'm going to seriously handicap myself here.
So you're within short range of this. No, you're targeting Quelleen, so it should be
Yeah, medium range.
Should be 2.
So purple and a red.
Purple and red. Yep, that's right. Okay. So what happens?
That red needs a reroll.
And it got cocked. That's better than it was.
All right.
Walking away with disadvantage, though.
Walking away with some disadvantage. Okay.
4
so-
success, 1 triumph, 2 disadvantage.
Yeah.
Or 2 threat.
So crit.
Critical.
Just-
So how much
Don't
damage?
Hashtag MLG.
16
16 damage. Okay.
and 2 disadvantage. And
2
and a triumph.
disadvantage. Okay, you're going to take a black to your next check,
You got it.
and your triumph is going to be used to crit.
Yes.
Okay. So is there anything added to that, or is it just a straight D100 roll? To do with the
97.
97, crippled.
Oh, baby, a cripple.
Oh
What
my
in the
god.
Okay, so you fire off a shot. Get the one that's in Quelleen. So this one, and you see that's over the top of you, has raised up its upper right arm to do sort of a crushing blow on your skull, and then you see a blaster bolt tear through its forearm, and you see that bolt go limp, and it sort of whirls around to see. It's still basically on top of you. It sort of turned its midsection to see where the hell that came from. So it is.
I've got you.
That arm
You're
is
welcome.
crippled. Increased difficulty of all checks that use that limb by a setback die. Okay. Last PC, so it's you.
Alright, so all I got is one maneuver,
Yeah, you can't do your action because you were stunned.
but all that goes away next turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to stand up.
Triumphantly.
Okay.
Does anybody have any issue with me going first?
No, go nuts.
Given that we're the two close that can kill things, do you mind if we take the top 2 PC slots?
Good.
As long as you can kill one of them next to me. Yes.
I
Okay.
have three stim packs
So you
left.
use your
I
one
cannot take
normal
2 hits.
maneuver.
One is a big
kind of
maybe.
scurry out from under this beast and stand up. Okay. So that was the end of your turn. End of your action. Top of the list. Are you going to take
Yeah.
your turn again? Cool.
I'm going to flip one of these.
Okay. Just for fun. All right.
Just to see what
Yeah.
happens. Everybody tell me
Sometimes you like flipping things. I understand. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes. You
And going to aim.
Okay. I had a blue. Oh, you're still in the darkness of the cave.
But I have a lightsaber.
But you have a lightsaber. That was an excellent point. Yes. So never mind.
It is in the name.
There is light in the name. You're right. And that doesn't mean that it's like
No.
easily carried saber.
Yeah.
Easily.
Or like low calorie saber. Like
All right.
crystal light saber.
So
That was clever.
advantages and threats cancel out.
Mhm.
And I got 4 successes.
4 successes. How much
Nice.
damage are you dealing?
So that's 10 damage with breach 1.
10 damage with breach 1. Okay. Woof.
So breach is like upgraded pierce.
Breach is 1 point of ship armor or 10 points of soak.
Nice.
You're rating.
Yeah.
So basically,
that's right.
you're ignoring soak at this point. So how much
Yep.
damage did you do? I'm sorry.
10.
10. Okay.
And that was
Literally
the
start
one
carving
that he
their
attacked.
ship.
The one that was on top of you,
Yeah.
right? Okay, yeah. So, oh no, so you're the one that he stun batoned?
No, the one that he attacked that was on top of me.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah. So how do you kill this thing?
Nice.
Because
I
it's a
go
breach
over-
weapon. Because why not?
I go right for the head.
Okay. So you scurry out, get back to your feet, take a sort of a guarded stance, thrust upward. You see the lightsaber go through its head, cut off connection with the brainstem, and this thing goes slick. And you see the saber kind of pass through its head upward as it sort of falls and sizzles and hits the dust. It is dead.
Nice.
Okay. So next PC slot.
So there's still 2 on you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need to run then?
Oh well, you have your
Probably be a good
you
idea.
have your maneuvers.
No,
your maneuvers still.
I aimed.
Oh, that's right. You aimed. That's right.
We're gonna.
All right, I'll take it. Stand and then
Deliver.
hopefully not. Spend 2 strain to
seal.
back out of range.
So you're disengaging, right? So you're going to short?
Yep.
Okay. So you're within short range of these last 2 that are in the cave that we're
But
trying to
you are
hurt you.
engaged with the other one.
You didn't kill that other one yet?
That's what I was.
Oh.
But it's also engaged with me.
That's
So
fair.
I
Yeah.
think that
We'll
I
see how
probably
that
take
goes.
priority here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. NPCs. So,
3 left now, right?
3 left.
I keep thinking there's one less than there is.
3 left.
We want there to be.
So, the one is going to, in turn, chase after you. So it's going to take its maneuver to go and try to hit you again.
He has the melee defense, though.
Yeah, 1.
You have melee defense of 1?
Yep.
Nothing.
Doesn't matter.
Curse you, melee defense.
Okay. Let's see. So those are going to go away. Okay, so we have 8, 9, 10, 12 damage
That's down.
and 1 disadvantage.
Okay.
Down but not dead.
What's dead?
Okay, so when you exceed your wound threshold,
Mm-hmm.
you normally, if I'm not mistaken, you take a critical injury. Yeah, wounds are greater than your wounds threshold. You're incapacitated and you take a critical injury.
All right, let's get that roll.
We're going to roll for that critical injury. 73. You're hamstrung.
Wait. It doesn't really matter for you.
You could break legs.
Yeah, but you can just add new ones up.
You gotta buy them.
So this
I'll help
thing,
you with that.
so this creature chases after you, basically grabs you by the legs, and flings you against a nearby cave wall. You can see that its powerful fists sort of like
Do the
crush a little
tin
bit.
can
Yeah,
crush.
you can hear that crunching of metal, and so you're going to lose your free maneuver until the end of the encounter.
Well, normally I could use Novocaine and I could drag you back to the ship and put a spray plaster cast on there, but that's not gonna work for you.
So the two of you are still in the cave, Quelleen and Artemis. You see
when is
Alex
somebody
get
else
picked
gonna
up
get a
and
crit on
chucked
the
towards
lens
the
so I
wall.
can use my cool stuff?
There's a thud noise as it hits the
You're not
wall,
in the
as he
cave,
hits
are
the
you?
wall, and
You're not
he's
in the
he's
cave.
unconscious.
I'm at the mouth.
You were engaged with the one that's outside the cave.
Yeah, I thought we were at the mouth of the cave. So I wouldn't have seen that. I
Okay,
just would have heard it.
well then, Quelleen, you saw Alex.
Well, he was outside, and then he was with him because he moved back.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
you heard a body hit the wall, so you assume that something bad
But not
happened.
the floor.
Yes, not yet.
I'll trade you your new
Same.
leg for my armor.
So that was gone. The
Armor, I think, is more expensive.
The second
Use some
one
extra.
is going to try to attack you, Artemis.
The one with the T-Rex arms?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not great.
It's not. Someone said it's not optimal.
Yeah, suboptimal, if you will.
Yeah, I can't actually do anything to dodge this or anything.
It's going to be increase difficulty because it's on brawn. That was a gruesome injury. It's not great.
You can use a force die.
I could.
Are
you feeling
I was
lucky?
talking to him.
I'm not feeling lucky.
I mean, I can generate dark
yeah.
side points all I want. You know, like,
Just throw new ones out
that's
there.
my game. Whatever. Okay, so you're gonna turn one of those purple into a red.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
not feeling like
I'm
that.
got
I put a lot of work into not dying. So that
Fair.
sounds like a good...
Nice.
We've been getting lucky with those
So that
despairs.
goes away. So failure cancels that out. Right, but still despair.
So it hits me.
So one success, so that's 9 damage.
So I'll take 4 of that.
3 advantage. So he basically, this creature with that sort of limp arms, basically rears back and then slings all 4 of them at you. You are disoriented. It procs the disorientation thing, so you'll take a setback die until
Okay.
your next turn.
What did the 4 hands say to the face?
1 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage. That's just how I'm visualizing this.
Nice.
Just a thud.
The
that
despair.
MMO little
Yes,
one?
slap, 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 slap. So you see the little ones pop out there, like MMO stuff. And you see that it takes a great deal of exertion out of this beast to even do that. The difficulty of its next check is going to be upgraded for the despair.
It's not going to get a next check, so...
Well, hopefully not. Okay, so, and then there's 1 beast left, right? So the one that was outside
The one by
attacked you,
Quelleen.
one by Quelleen, is going to advance on you cautiously, now that it sees that you are back up, and try to swing at you.
2 melee defense.
2 melee defense, so that's 2 black. It has the regular number of brawn, because it is not loosey-goosey.
Is that
Still
new
a
one?
tough boy.
It's not noodle armed, and that's 2. So there you go.
Spaghetti boy.
Okay,
Spaghetti.
so it rolls. Oh, it's got the boost to it. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So let's see here. So that just
It turned out well for me.
cancels out. That also cancels
These guys
out.
are rough.
So that's 9 damage.
So you don't take any damage if you have any strain left.
Yeah, I can do that last time.
Okay.
One last defense.
And 4 advantages. Okay. It's going to proc a critical.
For no damage.
It can do that with 4 advantages. Yeah, I mean, there's
Yeah.
a weird thing where you don't necessarily take any damage, but you are injured in some way. It's kind of it's a weird system at work, right? 91.
Well, the good news is I've got all kinds of good things to heal crits.
You are now at the brink. So this thing, like, it basically uses all 4 of its arms to kind of punch you in the lower sort of extremities and then pick you up off the ground. It's a devastating blow to your midsection, your organs kind of jostled around. Since you're at the brink, until healed, you suffer 1 strain each time you perform an action.
Ooh.
Oh, so I can't perform actions anymore.
Ouch.
Okay then.
You still do maneuvers.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Maneuvers are fine.
slap-
You can do the one
I
maneuver,
can,
right?
I can get in there and slap you with a null cane, and you can ignore that until the end of the encounter.
Now remember, keep track of these
'Cause you
critical
aren't made
injuries
of
because they last. Right?
Like some people.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't taken a crit.
I'm just saying, like
Swap.
these
Yeah,
critical
yeah.
injuries last, so you're still
Hamstrung.
hamstrung, and you have the at the brink. Okay, so mark that, keep that down, so that you, when you're healing, you'll do that. Okay, so PC slot next. All the creatures have gone.
Okay. I'm
Boy,
gonna
this has turned into a
swing at the one right in
real
front of me.
marathon.
I like it.
Good.
All right.
Are you taking your turn?
Feel the heat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Field
Swing at the one right in front of me.
Okay. The one that limply smacked you for 4. Okay.
Revenge against Noodle Arms. 1 noodly ball.
Little Arms Jones.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my god. The double?
Fuck.
That's rough.
That's
3
That's a
advantage, 2
failure.
advantage.
Fail, yeah.
and 2 advantage.
1 failure and 2 advantage. Okay, you want to pass a boost die on to anybody?
I'll pass a boost die onto.
Whoever's
Drax?
next.
Whoever's next. Right.
Yeah.
So this thing's erratic movement. It's already sort of jittery and noodly. You're unable to hit it. Next PC slot. Drak, you want to go? You'll get a boost die on top of that for
your gunneries.
Alright, so seeing that
Probably
Quelleen just,
work.
again, trying to cover her as this creature is just, like, just pouncing about, trying to lay on thick.
So you're still targeting the one that's trying to kill Quelleen.
Yes.
Or an additional one. Yeah, you're okay. Got
So,
Oh,
still-
wait, no, I can't use null cane on you because that would take 3 strain out of you.
yeah, it feels good.
Sweet, peacefully pass
So,
away.
still medium, right?
Medium
And I
range.
was given this because that.
Because the darkness of the cave, and you got the boost from Artemis's passive.
Yeah. So I'm aiming, and then I got a black from because of that was part of my disadvantage from last time.
Why do you have 2 black?
Because of 1 was given to me from having disadvantage, and 1 is from darkness of the cave.
So roll.
Oh, that's right. Mhm. Yeah, that's
Roll
right.
some.
That's
Correct.
right.
Last time.
Yeah. So now I've got whatever this is. So
That whole
Big die.
rigmarole.
Roll that pool.
Roll the beautiful bean footage.
Ooh.
That's a triumph.
Yeah. Got a lot of triumphs.
uh,
Probably the only reason we're going to survive this.
Hey, you know, it's the force, isn't it? It's the force coming through for at least one of you. I think I know which one it is.
so I think it's just 1 advantage and 1 triumph.
So triumph counts as a success, unless the success got canceled out.
So
Damage plus 1, right?
yeah. So 14
Nice.
and
Okay.
more crits. I suppose when like you're rolling 3 yellows, right? It's a 1 and 1 and 4.
Statistically speaking.
Numbers aren't very nice.
So you're rocking a crit with that,
Yeah.
that triumph? Okay, cool.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
that's,
so sorry. It would be 13 because of I'm using that triumph as my crit. You know what I'm saying? So like it normally does 13 damage, but it's not. I said 14 because I was adding the plus 1.
Well,
from
the triumph is
the
still a success.
Well, does it get taken away as if you use it as a crit? Right?
Yeah, the triumph gets expended, but the success does not. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
So what's your base damage on that weapon?
13.
13. Plus 1 for the success that the triumph is.
Okay, I
That's
wasn't sure
14.
if that was like.
And then you can use the triumph part of it.
Okay, that's why I was
Just rock
wondering
a
if.
crit, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
75.
75.
There's too
Oh,
much.
hamstrung.
Just going for those hammies.
Oh, hammed. No free maneuver. Okay. So you fire at this thing. So this creature that has just sort of picked you up off your feet. You see a bolt go through its right knee, and it sort of staggers down and roars. It is not going to be able to have a free maneuver next turn. So
Why won't you die?
in that case, I think we're on. Hold on. So who's gone? So the beast went, and then Drak.
Everybody's gone.
Artemis went, and then Drak went.
He's unconscious.
You're unconscious.
Living
Has everybody
life.
gone for this round?
Are
Is
you?
that right?
Yeah. So top of the next round. Are you prone or are
Yeah.
you standing?
Did I go?
I'm standing.
Oh, you're still
Oh,
standing.
no,
just
you
got
didn't
picked
go.
up.
I didn't go.
Okay, then go.
Don't remember right now. I also Pierce 1 on that.
Okay. Pierce 1?
I believe that
Ignores
bypass
one
soak.
Yeah. Thank you.
Um,
Okay.
So no.
So
Yeah.
it's
Quetzal
weird.
hasn't gone yet.
You are inside the cave, and then Alex is where.
I think I was thrown into the cave or the side of the cave.
You were thrown into the side of the
Okay.
cave, right?
Oh.
So you're in this place where you're sort of like partially in and partially out.
He's
Does
in
that
the
make
mouths of the cave.
no, Pierce 4. I'm sorry.
sense? Pierce 4. Okay.
Nice.
There was a mod that added Pierce 1. I will check on
Makes
that
all
later.
the difference.
I was
Pierce 4. Got it. That's ignoring 4 soak.
Oh,
So it was a heavier blow than you thought.
so do I use a
Then I
stim pack on Alex,
Then
or
any of
do
us
I try to take
Drake
care
just
of
looks at the
Quelleen?
weapon.
Well, there's nothing you can do for me.
I mean, I can
It's
try to
fucking red.
help heal your crit, but I guess that takes time, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. And you don't
For
have
an
any
actual
strength, so I
medical
can't give you
check.
milk.
Resting for a full week allows a resilience check to recover from a critical injury.
Ah.
Okay. Yep, so I will go and I will administer a stim pack to Alex. You get 7 health back.
Sweet.
Okay, so you rush over to Alex and stim pack him.
Does this go from your max, or does it go from the actual amount damaged? Is it 5e or 3.5 in terms of damage?
Like, does his wounds go to 0 or are his wounds at negative?
My wounds are currently 20. My threshold is 17.
I'm pretty sure it's trying to get you back to 0. You know what I mean? So like,
Okay.
if you're
so
still
it-
negative, you're still.
So it'd reset to 7?
I can look that up.
I don't know. Yeah, look that up real
I
quick.
think it's a good question.
I'll go a bit later.
The maximum number of wounds you can take is your wound threshold times 2. So,
Okay, so yeah, you can be in
So
the
yes. Okay,
Oh,
makes
never
sense.
mind. Okay.
Yeah,
So you would
So
get 7.
back.
Yeah.
7 back.
Down to
So you're
13.
still not up.
No, I'm up. Well, not physically upright, but 13 out of 17 after the injection.
So are you in the positive now? is what
Yes.
you're saying? Okay. Well then, yeah. Okay, you're good. Then you are conscious now. There's a brief sort of blackout as you struck the side of the cave.
As one is wont
yeah,
to
the
do.
aluminum can. Did somebody
Crunch.
crush an aluminum can outside for Foley? It's a
So
Foley in
is
here.
Quelleen short from me?
Yes.
Okay. I
I
would.
still don't think I should
I guess
have.
when we get to the top of the round.
So this should be the top of the round.
It is.
I still
Yeah.
don't think I should have taken all the money I invested in milk.
I'm gonna sack the one by
more
you.
stim packs.
More drugs.
Lesson learned. Right.
Yeah. I mean,
Killing
I'll
one by
use a
you is
single
more
one of
important
them.
than killing
You
one
guys
by me.
using all your damn strengths.
Yeah.
And the only person getting crits is the one with metal legs.
So. Take the strength because it's dark now, because I'm assuming I don't get that from your.
I mean, I'll take the
saber.
null cane anyways.
Well, the lightsaber provides a little bit of ambient light, so take that off. Yeah.
Okay. So there we go. I mean, if you're gonna do that, you may as well flip it back.
It's still.
Did you
It
take
doesn't
the purple
cancel it
die
out, right? It's still sort of changing the.
Did you take the purple die out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I had. I was thinking about that one. Yeah. There we go. So I have 1 purple, 1 red, 2 yellow, 2 green.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not. It feels like you're just canceling it out, but it really isn't because you're
Yeah.
changing the dice. The
Yeah.
die type.
You're adding more to them.
That's a
Hey,
triumph.
2 fucking
Two
triumphs.
triumphs.
Jesus
Whoa.
Christ. Walker Christ.
So,
Okay.
well, I'll take those 2 disadvantages,
2
along
threat.
with the 2
2
threats, along with the 3 successes and 2
and
triumphs.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I actually want to do statistics to figure
So
that out?
let's hand wave that. How do you murder this thing?
I cut it in half.
Okay, so
Nice.
you're attacking the one that
Yep.
got hamstrung down. So you see this thing has now sort of gone to one knee, right, from Drak's bolt that's coming. And you see it sort of separate itself sort of samurai style. You see a carve across through, actually, its midsection, and you see the top half sort of slowly slide off and hit into the sand. And behind it, you see Artemis with his vibro axe.
Picturing something out of Samurai Jack.
Exactly.
needs that high pressure blood just out the side.
We're not Tarantino yet. Although you see that in a lot of Kurosawa. Yeah, sure.
Was originally Kurosawa.
I'll be honest
Artemis-
with you. At this point, Artemis, regardless of how damaged he is, just feels like a massive badass.
Well, you would if you cut a thing in half.
If it was Samurai Jack, it would be slice the thing in half. It starts to slide apart and then it explodes.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, so what human can kill something?
Next PC slot.
I
Who's
can
that?
do 6 damage with my blaster pistol.
So are you the only human left that can kill stuff? Or the only PC left that can
Yeah.
kill stuff?
Yeah.
Should probably go next.
Hey, everyone can kill things. It's about believing in yourself and applying the right number of blaster.
StarwinRobert cannot kill things.
Blaster
This is what
pistol
I've
can
learned.
kill
Actually,
things.
you could conceivably take enough strain out of the body to kill it out of dehydration, or there's a vector there.
Can you just start doing bludgeoning damage with it? Just straight up beating somebody with it?
I mean, conceivably, yeah. I mean, if you wanted to turn it into a crude melee weapon, then yeah. I mean, yeah.
That'd still be stun damage.
It's not in the manual,
Yeah.
but yeah, you can definitely do it.
I think I could kill someone with a blaster pistol. 6 damage.
Well, these do have a lot of soak.
I will say that yes, they do. That is a fact.
And I think killing the one next to the two of you, regardless of how it happens, needs to be the next thing that happens.
Well, there's actually 2 of them. Because there's the one with the flappy arms and the one
Yeah,
with
but that one is in a different spot than those 2.
Yeah, because there's 2 of them at short range from both us and them.
Yeah, I was just thinking directionally. There's the one that just threw him,
Yeah.
and then there's the one with T-Rex arms.
Yeah, and they're both at short range from us and them.
Yeah.
So you still have your person on you, right?
No, I just
Done.
cut him in half.
So, but you still have Flappy Arm Man.
Yeah,
Flappy Arm Man
is at short from both of from everybody.
Yeah. Flappy Arm Man and who else?
Just the one.
The one that threw
Alex.
Alex.
I see. Okay. Well, let's finish off Flappy Arm Man.
Flappy arm? Okay.
So, readjusting.
Take the shot.
Aim.
So we're
Actually,
gonna
no,
show-
don't take the shot. You'll shoot me again.
Yeah. Okay. And
So one difficulty for short range. All right.
you want to upgrade this? You want it? You want to do it?
No.
You want to do it? Come on, do it. Do it.
He will not be tempted. All right. Well, if you want to tempt my ass, then yeah.
Oh, I hope you get this.
Yeah. If you roll a despair, that's what you get.
Roll a despair and shoot Alex.
I'm just trying to get some. I'm just trying to get some points
I'm
back,
done
man.
with this fucking captain. I'm out. Shoot me. I'm out. Oh, thank God.
Oh,
Blank.
I'll take those
Two triumphs?
Jesus.
Jeez.
and the blank. So 2 successes,
Blank red
4
die.
4
advantage.
advantages, and 2 triumphs.
Damn. Ironically, that's
I'm
only
taking 3
2
crits.
damage
This,
on top of what you normally
I will
do.
tell you, this thing has 2 wounds left. So
I want all.
how do you want to?
crits.
How do you want to murder
I want-
the thing?
Well,
So what is that?
20,
20.
20 is distracted,
73.
plus 10 because it's a
I'm
previous injury, right?
Yeah,
So
close, so, yeah, 83.
83
97.
wounded.
107.
Oh, 100.
Yeah,
And
it's
107.
incremental at 10 for each crit you
Horrific
add.
injury. Okay.
Yeah.
So it
I want
was.
to shoot off all of its limbs. Just can we just do that?
Sure,
Just cut,
yeah.
cut across different.
So you're-
in a section.
So you're firing away, and this hot, barrage of blaster that cuts off all of its arms. It then you see this sort of that same milky substance sort of pour out of the stumps, and it sort of looks at itself, and then goes. and falls to the ground. It is dead.
Nice.
Now there's one left, and it's his turn. So Alex, you are still unconscious.
He's conscious.
No, you're conscious now.
No.
So this thing is going to try to continue its assault. It moves forward, realizing that you're still in a bad position.
I am also in range.
So 2 brawl, And then give him
One, yeah, one setback for melee defense.
One setback for melee defense. Okay. All right.
We probably should have flipped one of those. Oh well.
It wouldn't help enough.
I was thinking about it to try to say something about like Quetzal trying to shield Alex.
I think Alex dies.
No, you got to roll like upwards of 140, 150 to kill a PC,
Oh.
or double the wounds by the sound of it.
So we have 1, 2, 3 successes, so 11 damage.
11. Okay.
And then
Down again.
2 advantages, so you're disoriented.
Well, I'm unconscious, so.
When you wake up, you have a head.
So the 2 advantages.
Let's see, so 11.
So this thing is basically like
7, 13, 20. No, that's not bad.
this thing has oriented itself now as it's knocked Alex back into unconsciousness. That if you want to get to him, you've got to go through it. Essentially, so it's sort of pinned Alex next to the wall.
Okay.
Okay, so only you and I are left. Alright, let me ask you if I can do this.
Hold on. Got to roll crit.
He's unconscious.
That's right, which is plus 10
Mm-hmm.
because of the previous injury. So 68.
So close.
Scattered senses. Remove all bonus from all skill checks until end of encounter.
Ooh, wow.
So you are both hamstrung and scattered senses.
You've kind of gotten
That's
incredibly
encounter.
lucky.
That's
Yeah.
pretty lucky, all things considered. Okay.
Alright. So, since... If I take any action...
Actually, there are 3 PC slots left. Because it's 2 PCs, that, and then 3. So who hasn't gone yet?
Me.
Well, Alex.
That's
Yeah.
right. I'm sorry. You went. Just now,
Sure,
you
You
went.
went
yeah.
unconscious.
Just now, you.
So,
He's gone.
any action I do is going to put me past my strain threshold. Can I make, like, one heroic attack?
Like, do the attack and,
And
then
go
fall
unconscious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
We need the like Oblivion soundboard for. Yeah.
So I'm going to move in to engage.
Just
Okay.
the one.
So that's your one maneuver.
roll.
I'm going to flip one of these.
Okay.
Let's see if I can roll good.
Okay.
Don't jinx it.
Hey, Superman rolls good. You roll well.
What is a success?
There's one success.
Okay, a crit
Cool.
and one success, so that's 7 damage, but I have breach, so...
That's
It's-
right. So
it's
7
a full
straight
7.
damage.
And then she falls unconscious.
And then a crit.
Mm-hmm.
So let's roll that crit. 13. So sudden jolt.
Shocking.
Actually, I'm going to re-roll that because it doesn't have anything in its hand.
Oh.
No.
94.
Has Alex in its end?
At the
No,
brink.
I'm on the floor.
It is also at the brink.
Beautiful.
Okay,
Revenge!
one strain per action.
Just out of curiosity, what is number 69?
69
It just
falls
says
under
noise.
scattered senses.
Ah.
So it's not a specific number. It's like a
that range.
a band. Yeah.
They chose
Could have
poorly.
had it.
Yes. Okay. So you do this last strike. You get a pretty good, sizable strike, and then you just pass out, go limp on the floor.
Gotcha.
1 PC slot left.
That's me.
So what do you want to do?
Back
Oh,
up and
God.
shoot it.
Shooter!
I guess I will try that.
So use 1 maneuver to back up.
Mm. Or I guess what range am I in? I'm in
You're in engage.
You're
engage.
engaged.
Engage
Yeah.
with this thing. Congratulations.
So I would have to use.
Mazel tov.
Step, step, step.
I want to burn more strain so I can aim.
Space juice?
Yeah, no, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. So spend 2
Juice
strain,
and
and to do your extra maneuver will be
What is
to
that
aim.
from?
That's from
What does aim give me again?
1 blue die.
Is that SNL or Mad TV?
no, it's
And then
it's
this
a
range.
Pigs in Space is a Muppet Show.
history of the world.
2 yellow, green.
Oh, Jesus Space. Yeah, that's in the world. Yeah. Part 1.
And it's
Yeah.
There was never a part 2.
how many setback die?
One
for the
One.
dark.
1 for the darkness. Technically, I guess
It is out
Kelleen's
front.
lightsaber is still on.
And
Well,
aren't we
it's out
technically
of
up
the
front?
cave.
Yeah.
It's out of the cave.
We're outside.
Oh, then
Aren't
Yeah,
we?
then never mind.
Cool.
Don't pinch that black die.
Well, how
so-
many purple?
Just
Just the 1 because you're in short range.
The advantages of short range.
That's why you backed up so that
Okay.
you wouldn't.
Have you already spent one?
No, I haven't.
Do you
So
want
I'll do that.
yeah,
Okay.
might as well.
So turn one of those green into a yellow.
I'm not going to start mixing my dice. I'm just going to get real confused if I do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do
So
have
many
different symbols,
symbols.
so it kind of works slightly weird. That looks promising.
I was hoping for another triumph.
1, 2, 3,
Still
4,
good.
5 success.
So
Nice.
your base damage plus 5.
So that's 11.
11.
Mm-hmm.
Any chance you have any advantage to
No.
rock a
No.
crit?
And what
Canceled out.
you got? One so you just got successes.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. How do you kill this thing?
Sweet.
Nice.
Just enough. Put it down. So you've got your blaster pistol. Right.
And it's got him, pinned to the wall?
No, he's
It's,
in the ground.
it's basically like over. So imagine that it's kind of over Alex, and Alex is right there on the floor, and then next to it is the sheer cave wall.
Okay. So I essentially want to shoot it so that I knock it out of the way.
Okay.
Collapse back.
So
It's kind of just like a get away from him type shot.
get away from him, you bitch.
Yeah, there you go.
So there's a blaster bolt. It pierces the neck of this creature, goes out, strikes the wall just above you, Alex. It's a shower of rock particle, and it sort of falls forward and then scrapes along the side, falls to the right, sort of adjacent to Alex's body.
Get that squeaky window sound.
I would like to congratulate us for
All our
almost a
sprites are
2-hour
just-
fight.
Just doing the free frame.
Yeah.
Okay. Now there is a pile of these corpses, these beast corpses.
Can I try another
scattered throughout.
genealogy to see if I can remember what they are now?
It's survival, remember?
Survival.
I'm gonna go up to whoever's down. who's?
Alex is
Yo.
down.
Alright.
Quelleen is unconscious.
That's what, 2 purple?
Okay, so I'm gonna go to rush over to him,
Yes.
do a jog, and just hit him with a stick, a
Stim pack?
stim pack.
Nothing.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 4 hit points back.
It's 4
Because
because
he already used one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you?
So
Are
did
you
you get-
kidding?
I am up at
Nothing. Okay.
1.
All right.
Nice.
so these things are still. It's. You've seen a lot of beasts that are multiple armed and they kind of have this sort of general kind of pattern to them. But this particular species is not known to you.
You said this
You'd have
is
to probably
survival,
look it
right?
up, like back when you get onto a computer or a data pad or something. What?
So this is survival, right?
Survival.
Yeah.
That's the thing I have.
How's everybody doing?
It's 2 purple.
2 purple.
Well, it doesn't matter. I didn't roll a single success.
Excellent.
And just
Gotta
like,
love this system sometimes.
how's everybody doing? Let's give me a report.
Really?
Shut up.
With the mic, you're literally right here.
I said it's Artemis.
So I'm going to go over to Quelleen and I'm going to drape the...
Pulls a radio off the nearby rock, and just
Walking out of the wall, opens the panel.
So I'm going to go over to Quelleen and I'm going to
Okay.
We've been in the holodeck.
drape the
all along.
anti-shock blanket around you and try to... I'll go over. Can somebody help me get Quelleen back into the ship?
Yeah, I can carry her.
Okay.
Okay, so Alex, you're up, but you have your 2 critical injuries, so you're not feeling great. Artemis takes hold of Quelleen and over the shoulder.
I'm gonna go check out the cave now.
Okay, so you're going to
Fuck yeah.
actually...
With
10
the
more.
party.
Well, shit.
Okay,
Let's
so,
just take off and leave him. He'll be fine.
so you go
If
into the
Artemis
cave.
is carrying her away, then I'm going to keep going with him because, as far as I know, we're still looking for a crew.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
So
and the crew could
Artemis
also be injured.
and Quetzal, you are sort of guiding Quelleen back to the ship.
No, Artemis is just taking Quelleen by
So
himself.
what are you?
I'm going with him.
I see. Okay, I misunderstood. All right.
Yeah.
So Drak
Cool.
and Quetzal, you are
Yeah,
going
very,
forward to the
very
cave.
carefully trying to make sure that there are no more of these surprising creatures.
You have a light?
I do. They're in my helmet.
Okay.
Okay, so
Uh,
so you make your way forward.
Come on.
So you make your way forward. You got the light trained. You can see farther into the cave. It sort of sweeps over the bodies of these beasts. It looks like that the cave is relatively shallow. Like it's another maybe 30 meters, and then it ends. Right.
Sure.
It's sort of so you sweep your beam across. Doesn't look like there are any more of these beasts in here. What you do see, however, is a tumbled over, broken, opened plasticine container. Presumably from the ship, judging from the make of it, right? It looks like a ship crate. And spilling out of it, sort of inside and also along the ground, in weird patches too. It's not like a solid sort of patch of this thing. It's there are holes here and there. It looks like some kind of spice.
While we're heading in there, I also want to get on the comms and communicate to.
This is all one fever dream.
Look
back into my bed.
Cam?
Oh,
Yeah.
since the encounter's
No,
over,
not Cam. To Artemis.
can I try
I'm trying to
to
remember the name of
regain
the sleazy guy in the ship.
strain to become conscious?
I usually
Thausk. Yeah, I'm
Or
gonna
does it
I'm gonna
work that way?
communicate.
I think you have to be.
Conscious?
I think you have to be conscious for that. I think is what.
I'll get on the
deal
comm
is.
link
Let
and
me
I will,
let me
I will
double check that.
communicate
That's a good.
to Artemis.
Good question.
Whatever you think happened, do not confront Thausk until I get back.
when I hear you say "do not," I would just hang up the call.
God damn it!
So
Immediate reaction.
219.
I saved your life, asshole.
I don't know if that's entirely the direction that things happened here.
Next time, no heals for you. You have angered the healer. How dare you? A grave error.
Yeah, no. If I hadn't gotten the heal, I would have been exactly a 0.
Yeah, you have to be conscious to recover from stuff. Yeah.
So how does it recover when you're not conscious?
I mean, if I guess eventually you will wake up and then you can recover strength. I'm not. It's very loose in its description of.
So is that all we see in the cave then?
Yeah. So you sweep over the cave. You see the pile, the patch of Nova crystals, right? That was shimmering slightly in the darkness, and you see that the rest of the cave is empty, with the exception of this overturned, broken open plastisteel container. That spice has been spilled out of, and apparently picked at, judging from the fact that there are holes in the transfer of the flow of the material.
Now, when you say spice, do you mean like paprika or do you mean like drugs?
No, it's literally paprika. It's space paprika.
Okay.
No, it's drugs. It's drugs.
Spice like Dune spice.
Yes.
Well, maybe
If you want to do
No, maybe there'd been a shipment of paprika.
you could do a medicine check to try to figure out what this is,
I could do that.
or Streetwise or Underworld. would be
let's pass it
appropriate.
over. Just be like, this is. Doesn't make any sense.
You got to do the
Crew.
classic cop thing where you take the 2 fingers and smell it and you taste it.
Then I get
I'm not
You
gonna
take a
do
handful.
that.
Just nosedive into it.
So it's going to be an average medicine check, so it's too difficult.
All right. So, anything else? Any bodies? Nothing.
No.
No, Cam, just kill him. That's it. Do not just.
I don't imagine the bioscan would actually help me here.
No. For the drugs? No, it's inert.
I don't know if it had a secondary capability of what is this mess?
It's meant for
What is this
sentient
chemical?
life, or just living life. Not cannabinoid.
Kind of a sci-fi X-ray machine.
Alright, so it's a success and an advantage.
A success and an advantage. Okay. So you know that, judging from your knowledge of, as a medic, you have to have some kind of understanding of both legal and illegal drugs, narcotics and that sort of thing.
Treating overdose.
This is high-grade Andrus spice. They commonly call it Jedi rocks on the street.
Nice.
And you also know, because of your advantage, that the drooling, the hyper-aggressiveness of those beasts. Now you're not sure about how these beasts normally behave, but if they got any of this Jedi rock stuff, they were probably tripping their ass off on this stuff
Ah.
Hyper
while they were attacking. Judging from the patches that are missing from the flow of spice out
Do
of
you
this
have any
container.
idea if that would have made them more or less capable fighters?
That would have had a negligent effect, more about behavior and less about
Okay.
capability.
More aggressive than
Yeah, the normal.
psychological
Okay.
less
I would
physical.
pass this on to you then.
All right.
Does anyone have an addiction, by the way? I thought I should mention that.
No.
I think
An
so.
addiction obligation?
Hold on. I think I just went with debt.
Yeah, I think you just
like the rest of them.
Nope, nobody's good. Okay. Just want to show. Because we got a whole nice pile of drugs.
Good. A lot of.
Can I gain an addiction?
I mean,
wanna
when
come and shove
you're
your face in the
recovering
Jedi
from
rocks?
this near-death experience, yeah, sure. You have addiction to painkillers.
Just
I'm gonna go get my
I've
rocks
heard
off.
Take one straight.
Actually, go back to 0 HP.
Just die. New critical injury. Okay, so there's nothing else in this cave except for this overturned container and these Jedi rocks, so to speak, pile of Jedi rocks, and the bodies of these beasts, which are still undetermined.
Okay, well, if the crew is here, then where on Earth would they be?
Not
We're
here.
on whatever planet this is.
We were misled.
Mongaza.
We're on Mongaza, literally.
This is becoming. This cruise. Damn, we don't have the time for this. Yeah. We need to scrub the ship and then see if we can find the crew after.
Maybe they're still inside the ship.
Good point. It's like, so that's, I think, our next spot.
Well, wherever they are, they certainly didn't lend a hand in all of that, so they're probably not in very good shape.
Or they're far away. Alright. I'm gonna go look over the ship.
Okay, so you guys are leaving the cave. You're going to make your way up the boarding ramp of the ship. Give me perception, please, or whatever it is.
I can perceive.
Alex, did you go back on the ship?
Perceiving is a
What are
thing.
you
I'd think so,
What
yeah.
are you doing? Okay.
After all that.
You're hobbling
Yeah.
because your legs have been sort of compromised.
It's
One
taken a
success. Oh, what's the difficulty?
The difficulty's 2. 2 total.
1 success.
1 success. Okay. All that other stuff cancel out.
If you go back to the ship, you can probably keep an eye on Quelleen, so
Yeah, 1 to
Artemis can
advantage.
come back
then.
out in case we need to kill more things.
Okay.
Okay, so inside, so you're making your way through from the rear of the ship towards the front, right? Because of the landing.
Once
thing.
we verify that the ship is actually clear, then I'll actually come back and do my healing stuff.
You see that in the hold, as Palescar, as Lursk Palescar informed you at the beginning of this, the data pad, the chip that told you the briefing of this mission. There were supposed to be 20 cargo crates in this hold. There are 3. 2 are sealed. 1 is damaged. It's been cracked on the side, and out is spilling that same Jedi rock spice. So it looks like out of the 20 that are supposed to be here, there are 2 sealed, 1 in here, and 1 out in the cave.
Okay. Well, we were not informed to grab this, correct?
Nope.
We were just told to get the flight recorder.
Ultimately, all that if you could get nothing else, it's the actually the cargo is the first thing. The cargo is the most important, then the ship, then the crew.
Priorities.
However, the flight recorder is you need to deliver the cargo and the flight recorder is the successful delivery. That's like the baseline.
The barrel in the cave, was it damaged or was it just knocked over?
The steel thing was knocked over, and the sealant, the top half, had been broken off.
Okay, but we could essentially scoop it back in there. And then
What
drop
remains
it.
of it that hasn't been eaten by
Yeah.
beasts? Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, so
We
we've
just
got,
had to figure
we've
out
got
a
about
way to
3.5, which is nothing. But
We throw some of those Nova crystals in there, sweeten the deal a little, and that might be able to make up for some of the missing cargo.
You know that'll improve things, but it won't settle the debt. Yeah.
I mean, this is a good start. So we know where some of this is at. I'm gonna head towards the bridge.
Okay.
Or
Speaking
whatever.
of the bridge, as soon as I drop Quelleen off, I begrudgingly would set my blaster to stun, and I'm going to go shoot Faust.
Fausk.
Yeah, as soon as I get in close range, yeah.
Okay. So he's still kind of hanging out in the cockpit with Cam. He's just kind of sitting off to the side, and he sees you approach, and so he stands up. So what?
As soon as I'm in close range.
And he falls back and sort of twitches a little bit.
Is he still awake?
Yeah, he's still. He's.
I would shoot, yes.
Oh my god!
I have it on stun.
I'm grabbing on it.
Yeah, I know.
So you fire several stun bolts into him until he goes unconscious.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
At which point I break his nose, or whatever is in the place of his nose. Just
Okay. So you do a pretty big swing against his sort of octopus-like face.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. You hear something crack, some kind of cartilage or something inside.
and then I carry him into the cargo bay and just throw him on the ground and leave him there.
Okay.
Cargo
dump
bay.
the
Not
body.
even in the med bay.
Okay.
Then I head back out to see if there are any.
Cam, meanwhile, is like he's not even looking at you. He's sort of looking at the camera. It's not my business. Not my problem.
So
That's
I
a
would
good Tom impression.
get out to the. I get to the kind of the ramp, and I imagine I would see you coming in.
I would assume I'd already be in.
Okay,
Into
then
the
yeah,
direction,
I'd probably
yeah.
see him come in and,
Okay.
and ask him kind of what's up.
He's looking kind of rough. His legs are a little thinner than they used to be.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm just going for a walk, man.
Okay, there's some garbage in the cargo bay. You can just ignore it.
Tons of crap in that cargo bay.
Listen, I'll be back to actually
I would
do
turn my
my
comm back on.
medical duties in a bit. We have a bit of an issue with the cargo we were supposed to return.
Do we need to bring it in?
Well, there's like 3.5 containers left out of 20.
Fuck.
Yeah. We do have a handful of Nova crystals.
Yeah, but that's like 2 containers.
The cargo specifically is Andrus Spice, also known as Jedi Rock.
Well, that's not cheap.
It's probably what made all of those beasts so crazy and bloodthirsty. So, definitely don't ingest any of it. If not for the reasons which we have just physically experienced, then for the fact that we're supposed to be getting paid to return it.
Fine.
I am concerned. I am adding you to my list that you were probably already on of crew members to be concerned about.
Mark that down as
You're a flight risk.
their
Your clipboard.
As I was walking out, just over the comms, I would comment to you, he's not dead.
Well, thank gods for that.
Thank me for that.
I will not.
I can go back and kill him.
So Alex and Quelleen, just for my reference, were critically injured during that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
I need to figure out how to recover strain.
Sleep.
Well, technically, if you're conscious, so after the battle, you get to do the strain recovery.
Okay.
So what you're doing for that is you're rolling.
School or discipline?
Yeah.
I think they're the same.
Take your poison.
Discipline or cool, and for every success, you recover 1 strain. So if you want to recover strain, do that check.
3 successes.
So you cover 3 strain.
Nice.
Now I've only used 10 strain.
Midas touch, baby.
Stop touching dice.
Though I honestly think that I'd rather have the 2 successes than the triumph.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
Okay, so
Well, I'm pretty
so
good
you
with dice.
moved towards the bridge, Drak. Is that right? You made your way farther into the ship.
Yeah, I want make it.
You
Yeah.
would have seen your friends just.
So as you're making your way through the ship, you notice a couple of things.
Not our ship.
Oh,
Enemy ship.
okay.
Or look at me,
The
jumping
spicy
the gun.
lady.
Spicy lady.
Okay.
So you see, as you are passing through the landing ramp into the cargo bay, not only do you notice that most of the spice is missing, but also that blaster bolt fire recently peppered the ramp itself and the bulkheads around it. Also, as you are making your way through the ship, you realize that judging from the interior of the ship and what you saw, it looks like the ship is near functional but damaged. The landing gear has been sheared, that much you could tell coming up onto the ship. The hull integrity is questionable. I mean, of course, you understood that already. You probably have to patch that. And There are some signs of blood periodically as you're making your way through the ship, but no sign of the crew yet.
Is it obviously, is it just human, or like, I'm not gonna like ask for like different colors and stuff, but is it like, is one of them like obviously something alien?
Yes.
Like maybe a hut, or
Yeah.
okay,
You're looking at humanoid,
or like mixes, or
humanoid blood. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right.
If we really want, I can take samples. Well, I
Oh,
can
yeah,
try
you're
to
right,
scrape
you
off
do.
samples.
I'm
I've got
like-
a blood scanner, but I guess it depends on how fresh it is.
It looks like it's dried, so it looks like you could chip off maybe a sample, but
Would the blood scanner work on that then? I guess
conceivably,
I
yeah.
could try to re-liquid.
We are
This
in
no,
the
this is
past.
this is space magic. So yeah, you could just
Okay.
like
Well, I don't
tricorder
have
it.
the blood scanner on me. I left it in the ship, so I would
Well, you'll
have
have
to
to
collect
get that.
samples.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would collect
Okay,
samples.
so I
and
do
then
note that,
scan later.
and
So
yeah,
make your way all the way to the
turn to
bridge.
Quetzal and just be like, I don't know any of this. You can make heads and tails of any of this carnage.
You
There
said
seems to
were,
be maybe a
blaster?
struggle.
Blaster fire
Fire?
around on the landing ramp and the bulkheads around it. So it looks like there was blaster fire around the exiting edge of the ship, right?
So from my previous experience with, I guess, knowledge warfare is the best I could think. Would I be able to piece together at all what happened here?
Make a check.
Knowledge warfare?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then difficulty 3 this time. Because you're trying to reconstruct events rather than seeing. This is well after the fact.
Yeah.
You need to go through your mind palette.
That's good. That's 2 success and 2 advantage.
Okay, so you're pretty much able to immediately say, okay, so judging from the pattern of the blaster bolt, scorching, right, on the ramp itself and the bulkheads, it looks like, most likely, and this is your working theory, the crew, however many there were trying to exit the ship via the landing ramp, got ambushed by exterior forces who were then firing into the landing ramp. And after that, who knows what happened.
Okay.
But there was clearly blaster fire directed towards the interior of the ship from the exterior. Right.
So I will impart that information onto you and say it's...
Good work.
Judging from this, I would say there's a good chance that the Imperials or scavengers or something got to them when they crashed.
Well, we were given a transmission at the beginning where they seemed to be on the road or like on the sand or something.
Yeah.
So they may have fought their way out and been on the move.
True.
Or they came back here at one point.
Yeah.
And then that happened. We'll note that.
Drak, now that you're in the bridge proper, you can see that the place is just a mess of tangled wires and broken panels. You make your way towards where you know the flight recorder to roughly be, based on basic sort of ship design, right?
Sure, right.
You pull the thing out, and it is scorched. It is basically slag at this point.
That's what they wanted, right?
Yes.
Okay, I was like, all right, cool, sweet, this is good.
So you
A few more
recognize
bolts just in case.
that this thing, it's in such a poor condition that the data is probably permanently gone.
Okay. Okay, cool, sweet. Then,
But we have it.
well, that's good. Well, they wanted it destroyed. So,
Oh, that's
so they just didn't want anything. They didn't want any news of any of what was on the ship to be pulled out. So.
I wonder if the incident where they got ambushed is the same one where they lost the cargo. That would make sense. They come back to try to secure it, and then somebody beats them to it.
I want to look for. Are any of the computers work? Can I still boot up anything?
Artemis, are you coming back out to the ship?
Yes.
Okay, when you get here, then I'm going to swap out and I'm going to go back.
Okay. Because you said that we needed to carry heavy things, so...
Drak, you feel the telltale, familiar sign of a blaster pistol's barrel touched to the back of your neck.
Is this before or after he gets here?
This is before.
Probably
So I'm
between
still
our
in there.
swap out.
Okay, so the two of us are still in there.
You feel this barrel at the back of your neck, and you hear a voice say, Don't move. All right?
I'm not moving anytime soon.
I don't want to shoot you. Okay? I just need to
Okay.
know who are you and what the hell's going on.
Do I see this person?
Are you were you heading towards the bridge at any rate?
Well, let's see. I collected the blood.
That
and
was
I
in sort of the connecting hole.
I pieced together what had happened, and then I was kind of conversing with Drak, so I think I
I thought you were doing that over the compass way.
No,
the
I don't think
comlink.
so. We've been kind of sticking together in case something like this
She was
happens.
conversing with me over the comlink.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Then you notice as you are, turning to head towards the bridge to actually sort of see Drak in person that you're seeing the back of a Rutian Twi'lek, which is sort of a blue, or turquoise kind of colored Twi'lek. Long head tails, dressed in like spacer's clothing, so like a sort of a beige shirt with the sleeves rolled up, dark blue pants, boots, and then these like the suspender style, but they're made out of leather and they've got like pockets here and there, so clearly to hold tools or whatever. But it looks like you can see the back strap around his head below the head
Or for
tails
critical mass.
of what looks like probably a set of goggles or something. And you see that just beyond him, you can see between sort of like around the Twi'lek's arms and through the legs, you can see Drak.
Okay.
All right, as a gesture, just kind of like
So he's unaware of you.
Mm-hmm.
we've been sent. Let's come find the members of this crew.
Kid, is that
Having
you?
an idea, I'm going to jump to a conclusion that it is, since it's not an Imperial, I'm not immediately shot at, that it may be someone of this crew, and that's why I'm deciding
gonna,
to delve in.
You know there was a Twi'lek on the ship.
Well, I
You
don't
really
see.
know
I don't
that.
see the. I don't see the Twi'lek. I just know it's a.
Yeah,
it's a
you don't
barrel.
see.
Unless if
Yes.
it is speaking in Twi'lek.
No, it's speaking in basic.
Okay. Is it? I think Twi'leks do have some type of accent, but that's besides the point. Okay. Having an understanding that it's probably one of the members of this crew that maybe be hiding, I'm going to give a truthful approach and is sent to find the personnel of the crew and the cargo
Kid, is
from
that you?
the employer.
So you see him sort of tense up, right? You can see his back go straight.
It's okay. We were here to find you. We're not here to kill you.
We're here to help. Is anyone injured? I'm a doctor.
3 seconds pass, and then you feel the barrel of the blaster pistol leave your neck.
Sure. I'm going to slowly turn around.
Sure enough, there is a blue
Yeah.
Twi'lek, a young, eager-looking guy in sort of mechanic's garb, right? So he holsters the pistol, turns to look at you, and the two of you.
I will show him my physician's kit. Oh no.
I'm fine.
Okay. What about the others?
I don't know. Did he send you?
Who?
You know.
Worsk?
Yeah.
Okay. See, he takes a seat on one of the chairs inside the bridge. I can't. This got real fucked real fast.
Looks like it.
This was supposed to be a milk run, and it was going to be Scarclaw's biggest run yet.
Mm-hmm.
We come in, we got the whole hold full of food, we transfer it out for spice. High reward, but a little bit of risk, I mean, you've been on Mangaza for longer than 5 minutes. I assume you saw the Imperials.
Yeah.
It was all going fine until Sheena, the captain.
Yeah.
Right.
Pilot.
He started flying
Dorgo, the captain.
the pilot, right?
Sheena.
It started flying like a drunken bantha. Actually, she might have been drinking.
Well, did you get in any of your goods? What are you carrying this
We crash, and I wake up, and everybody's gone, and almost all of the spice is gone. The crates are gone. I guess scavs. I don't know, but thankfully they didn't bother to check the one of the interior closets, and that's where I've been here since you guys showed up.
Well, we found blood and signs of a potential ambush.
I show him the recording that we were given of the.
Yeah, the recording from the
Yeah.
data card. Yeah.
So
He takes a look at that. Fuck.
they're out there.
They left me for dead. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them. They're gone. Whether they were forced to or not, I'm it.
Well,
Any clue where they might have gone?
No idea.
Alright.
I don't know this planet.
Well, we did find one additional container of the spice in a cave nearby. Some really hopped up wildlife.
Fuck.
there's some big creatures going.
Oh, Pale Scar's gonna have a fucking field day with us. Ugh. So you haven't seen any of them? None of the crew?
No.
No. We came out here hoping that they would be hiding out in the cave or in here. We got you at least, which is honestly one more than I had been hoping for at this point.
Well, you know, Scarclay's gonna be pissed. There's no way around
Oh,
it.
most definitely.
But he's definitely gonna be appreciative if you bring me back and the ship back and what's left of the spice to skip one. So I think that's our first priority. We gotta
Sure.
get out of here.
Quick point of order. The goods, yeah, we gotta find that. The other thing we're sent for, well, we can return the ship, cool. Otherwise, the flight recorder's dead, and that's what he wanted.
Well, surely he'll compensate you and feel a little bit better about the whole thing.
Oh, sure.
The whole ship comes
I'm
back.
asking about.
We can fix this. Like, there's no problem.
We have
Okay.
a mechanic too.
Do you-
Couple hours, we could
He's
get
a
this.
bit beat up
Do
right
you
now.
want to go back to him?
I think he has to.
I fear what will happen if I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to give you the opportunity. We can call you. We can definitely report you.
Look, jobs go south all the time. Scarclaw's going to understand that. Maybe not as well as I would like, but I have my chances are better going to him directly than trying to get around it.
You got it. So we brought some materials for
Great.
to be able to repair this.
You have a okay. So we need. Do you have a 2x2 meter metal patch that we can put on the hull?
We did buy some patch.
Great. Okay.
Along
We've
with some
got-
others. I upload our shopping list.
There's a problem. The fluidics on the landing gear. We need a new oscillator.
We will
For that.
get the mechanic out here as soon as he's.
Oh, you gotta go.
Good.
Great. Oh, great.
Yeah, he's gonna need a little bit of time to fix his legs up though. We do have a heavy lifter out here on the way to move the spice that was in the cave back onto the ship.
I give him a list of like all the stuff we bought, whatever that was.
And I will get on my comm link and I will call patch into Alex specifically.
Oh,
to
shit, you
say-
guys can prepare it. I think we can do this. We got a couple of hours and we got this
We
thing
found
done.
the mechanic. He's got a laundry list of things that he wants to fix. None of the rest of the crew is here. He says he thinks they left him for dead.
Can you manage?
He's gonna need our supplies, and it might be a good idea if you can help, but I understand if you need to be patched up first.
I'm in no condition to help.
That's fine. So,
Okay, so it looks like I'm it, huh?
for
Well, you
now-
guys can move stuff around and bring the materials.
Yeah.
What we
Yeah.
just be there,
Cool.
right? Okay, so first things first, we got to do.
You're gonna have to tell us what all we're actually doing, though, like what we're bringing out to him. Lord knows I can't tell a monkey wrench from whatever the other wrenches are that you use.
from the
From the rest of the
penguin
wrenches.
wrench.
What's a monkey?
I don't know.
We do have ducks, though. That is confirmed.
Ducks are cat.
Somehow.
No, there's evidence.
I know.
Mechanics is an intellect skill. Is that right? Alex? Okay. So,
That can't.
Kid makes his way. So he gets a hold of the materials that you brought from the ship and begins trying to repair. First, he says he has to make his way there's a like a half a meter of power conduit that got sheared off of the power couplings, and so both of those need to be replaced. And so he gets to work on that first, trying to get power restored to the ship.
And then we get Artemis out here to move the spice.
Yep.
The spice must flow,
Mm-hmm.
from what I
Yes.
understand.
Back into the container and onto the ship.
Prince of Persia style. You
There's
just,
pocket handful.
your pocket spice. I'm addicted.
I am not dealing with an out of control raging Artemis.
So
Break out the
we
tasers.
will vent you out the airlock.
about 45 minutes later, Kid emerges from the engine room. He's like, "All right, I got the power situation sorted out. What's your name?"
Drak.
Drak. Will you? You're gonna hit that yellow handled switch on the right hand side of the bridge console. Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
Okay. And suddenly the ship hums to life with energy. The lights come on and everything.
Nice.
Yes. Okay. All right. Now we need. Okay, so we got the oscillator problem. That honestly, we're gonna have to land eventually,
Sure.
right? If you want to land hard, I don't need to fix the landing gear. You know what I mean? You tell me what you want.
What if you're? Is it possible for you to be manually docked in space, or I should say, can you be? Is it necessarily for you to have landing gear to?
If you're landing in a
Go.
hangar of
Yes.
some kind, yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if you want to skid in,
Okay.
then no. To safely land in a hangar, yes, you need landing gear.
What's it going to be to attempt to heal on her?
Oh, for the critical
Well, yeah,
injuries?
while they're doing this and going back to the ship.
Yeah, so you're going to do... so it's a medicine check, right? So what's your wounds looking like right now?
I'm 10. I have four wounds of 14 threshold.
4 of 14?
Mm.
Okay.
She has 10 left, right?
And you had one critical injury, is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah, her wounds are fine. Her
So
crit was
that
7
critical
damage.
injury was on the brink.
on the brink. Yes.
At the brink, excuse me. So the difficulty is going to be 3 purple.
Okay, well, I subtract 1 for the anti-shock blanket.
Okay, cool. And so just make that medicine check and we'll see. You can only make 1 check per week for treating a critical injury.
That's fine.
So you could take care of this with a successful roll.
Okay.
Okay, let's hope for it.
Let's see.
Do you want to boost your chances? We may only have 1 light, but it's a week-long thing, so...
Sure.
Give it a shot.
Okay. The last bit of light exits the galaxy.
No, you.
Oh,
free
right.
roll.
And
I'm
fought
gonna
against
do
it.
It will not go quietly.
Is our Jesus on our side?
On space.
So that's 2 success and 2 advantage.
Okay.
And then... Actually, 3 advantage. Because I get a bonus from my physician's kit. And I don't think I used anything else this time around.
So the total successes?
Let me consult my tree here, just to be sure.
Because you definitely have cleared up the critical injury. You have stabilized her and started her on the path to recovery. So that critical injury is gone now.
Okay. So... I get 2 success and 3 advantage.
Okay, so you recover 3 strain and 2 wounds.
Okay,
Nice.
does strain go into negative territory?
4 wounds. Because I have 2 ranks of surgeon.
Nice.
Strain does not, I don't think.
Caps at the threshold.
Okay,
Okay.
so I recover 3 strain.
Yes, 3 strain and then 4 wounds according to.
Yeah.
Those advantages are powering that extra. Like, not only is she Quetzal does an excellent job, sort of, with the anti-shock blanket, both stabilizing you and helping to sort of very quickly patch you up.
So I'm awake again.
Yes.
I will work on you next.
You feel like crap, but you're
However
gonna
much of you I can work on.
It gets hazy.
So
That last stand was heroic, wasn't it?
It certainly was.
I know, the board. So Kid makes his way. So was there ever a? So do you want me to fix the landing gear or not? Because we can get out of here. Like all I have to do is patch the hull, and we can leave. Landing is a bit of a problem. What's this?
That was yours. I had to borrow an extra.
How dare you?
To heal him is just going to be 2 purple, right?
For healing,
Yeah, because your crit's on the metal part, right?
it depends on. Well, that would be mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to heal his metal parts. I'm trying to heal him.
Just
physically.
with wounds.
Yeah.
What's the state of your health right now? Wounds.
16 out of 17.
Oh. That's not bad.
So it's.
Oh, wait, no, that's how much you're missing.
Yeah.
I go
Missing
in the reverse direction.
So you have 1 left, is what
Yes.
you're saying.
Okay.
1 before threshold.
So it's a 2 difficulty because the wounds are greater than half the threshold.
A boost from my med check.
I think landing gear is overrated.
And I will
As I
actually slap a med-aid patch on you.
I'm gonna put everybody like
Well.
just like kind of reach out to like the current general on the comms, be like, all right, we have the ability to leave from this ship's.
It's always within reach.
It's always on.
Thank you for
Actually,
flying
just
the
skip the
spice of
med-aid
it.
patch because
Yeah.
they're expensive. I feel pretty good about
We
your odds.
have the
Okay.
capability to take off now.
Let's do that.
Do we wish to go
Come
look
back.
for any more of this of the other
My hands
crew?
aren't big enough for this.
What's the situation with the cargo? Because that's what we're looking for.
And that's true. There's also that too. If we repaired the landing gear, we have some time to at least maybe get an idea of if we can figure out where it's gone or where the crew's gone too.
So what is our plan currently? Just to take the
3
ship back?
success, 2 advantage.
Yes, that's
Without the
Successes
cargo?
and 2 advantage.
well, we can. I'm just saying it's eligible.
Whatever
we
wounds I
can. do
heal,
that.
I add
And
2
you
more
think
to
it would
my
be a good
juice.
idea to take the ship back more busted than
3
we could
wounds
fix it
and 2 strain.
withoal
Okay.
the cargo?
To get 2 more
The issue is an
advantage?
imperial.
Yes,
is
2
an
more.
imperial one.
So
2 more
5
wounds.
wounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if we stick around, there could be a chance for imperial presence.
But we haven't finished the job.
That's the other thing too. We haven't really met the base requirements, despite this going tits out.
So we have to
You
find-
loaded the extra spice into the cargo hold, right?
Yep.
Okay. We still don't know what happened to the rest of the crew either.
I look over to Kid. Do you have do any of your crew members have
oh,
long
I
range
gotta
comm
run the.
capability?
I gotta run the blood scanner.
I mean, yeah, they've got comms on them, but those. I mean, if they're still on the planet, then if they're within, God, what is it, like 500 meters or something, maybe. But otherwise, the signal's going to be too weak.
Okay.
I'm not sure I want to talk to them, frankly.
Okay, so on
There.
the blood scanner, I got. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 success and 2 advantage.
Okay, so you can tell that this blood is coming from. You've got Zabrak blood. You've got Rhodian blood.
Rhodian for the
Gross.
gunners, Zabrak was the,
The pilot.
pilot.
That's Sheena, right? You've got Duros blood.
It was the navigator.
Yeah.
The navigator, Jez, yeah. And some human blood.
Human blood. There wasn't any humans on the ship, was there?
Not on
Away
the crew.
Imperials.
There wasn't any hut blood.
Do
It's
huts
the
bleed?
captain.
Huts do bleed. They do have blood.
Okay.
As we've learned, the captains don't get damaged in combat.
What's
Well, there's a
I'm-
hut. Maybe he made a deal.
do you have?
Of course he made a
you-
deal. He's a fucking
did you guys
hut.
did you guys keep a power sled or anything on
Hey,
you?
that's
like
racist.
or like
It's a cultural
some type of
thing.
hovercraft to transport goods?
I mean, we got a small like hover pallet or whatever to move these spice things around
Okay.
a little better, but that's
Did
I can
was
take
that
maybe
was that
4
gone?
crates.
Okay. Yeah, was that gone? When
When you were moving,
Yeah.
that was gone.
All right. Next is there any security camera footage on board? Is there any like cameras?
No.
No. Okay.
Oh, I guess I should heal myself. Those are the things that I
Oh
can
man, I'm
control.
bleeding.
Yeah.
It's +2 difficulty dice to treat your own wounds.
+2 difficulty.
Do you want somebody else to take care of you?
That would be nice. Need a break.
We need
So
to finish the job.
if
As
you're
much of a break as this
I will
is.
yes,
start getting work on
Check.
the.
you're looking at this for
Okay.
medicine. So just hand that. To
Let me know what the difficulty is. You're the one who
It
can
depends
create
on
it.
wounds to
I'm
wounds.
at
ratio.
7
Okay,
and
go ahead.
14.
Yeah.
I believe we should fix the landing gear so we can attempt
Equal
to
to half.
at least locate the rest of the.
All right, I got it, boss. Yeah.
So that way it'll be easier for you in the long run, and we need a little bit more time to figure out what else is going on around
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Just give me half an hour.
You got it.
I would head back to our ship and
I tell someone to or I guess Cam to just go on the top gun of the ship.
Okay. Yeah.
Just to make sure, in case of like if any presence comes by, they're ready.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Tom.
I'd also blessed Faust a couple more times when I walked by.
What?
I'd also blessed Faust a couple
With a stun pistol? Yeah.
Gotta
Just make sure you're not
I
actively
don't think I even know about
Just
Faust
switch
yet.
to lethal and
Well,
just.
he's in the derecho, so yeah, you probably went to.
I'm in the direction.
Well, I'm saying you went to the med bay,
Med bay,
so
yeah.
you may not have even seen it.
He's in the cargo bay.
You didn't tell me where he was.
Nope. I just said he's not dead.
Can someone
He's
do
fixing me
can
up
someone
and
do
then
an
I'm
astro
done with
navigation or a planetary check to see what
Okay.
is there any wind this planet gets? And
4
if not,
wounds,
can we
3
track
strain.
the power sled
try.
repulsor trails?
Let me piloting. No, piloting's actually driving.
That would probably be survival.
Survival?
For tracks, that's survival. Okay.
Because I want to see if because
You could do-
because assuming the planet isn't like super
Moderate
windy.
difficulty?
That's 3 difficulty. Actually.
You want oh
I am now at 3 for each of them.
Hey.
Thank you.
No problem.
So,
Oh, hot tamale.
Success.
You're gonna have to show me how to fix those legs of yours sometime.
Just one.
Yeah.
Are you good with machines?
Okay, so you know that. So you've gone outside the
14.
ship and you're trying to figure out if there's like tracks
I can
Look
learn.
through the
Little-
sand.
tracks or
Might be able to
repulsor
learn,
sled.
but
From
I
like
can
some
take
kind
care
of
of
repulsor
myself.
craft.
Yeah.
As long as it's not the hand.
There might have been
Yeah,
if you had
I
gotten
wouldn't
here a
wanna
couple of days
tamper
ago.
with that.
With the wind and the shifting sand and everything like that, you can't tell.
Yeah.
There's no kind of consistent sort of track. It all just looks like a big pile of sand that's been.
Yeah, we got nothing. We ain't found shit.
We ain't found shit.
Well,
Alright, that's
okay, you guys are still out at the ship though.
alright. Well,
We could try to fly around and see if there's a settlement or something.
You're not
there.
out there though, are you?
I'm on the radio.
Calm.
yeah, we're all like on our.
Okay,
common,
okay.
common.
That sounds like a great way to get attention. Did we kill all of them?
That's a good point.
The blood that I got was from everybody except
Wait.
the hut.
Did we kill most of them?
Yeah, we
Most of who?
the Sith.
Sith?
The people.
Technically the same at this juncture.
We took a
The
took
Sith
a good
Empire, yeah.
but thankfully, yeah, it's been the same day since we left, so it'd be a little while before they send more help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all of the blood that I got was from everybody except
But
for
it doesn't
the
mean they don't
hut,
have a spare.
which makes me think that maybe the hut cut some sort
Which
of a deal.
whatever.
If we find the hut, we might be able to figure out where the rest of the crew and the cargo is.
We need to see if there's a settlement around us then. So we need to fly around and attract attention, I guess.
I feel like
Really
a
wanna
hut
go
shouldn't
ahead
be
with
too
this?
hard to find on a planet like this.
Can things really get worse?
Oh yes, things just got worse.
We started off pretty
no,
bad.
No,
They can get worse.
So,
Things just got significantly
So-
worse.
Slippy
You
just
feel
is
me,
like.
right? So I'm going to start looking around the ship to try to find Faust.
around the this sort of area, this crash site where there's the spicy lady and the nearby cave, it's sort of set
Oh, I
into
get
this
it now.
kind of dipped
Mhm.
in the valley, right? Where
I
so you
keep
had to
forgetting the
come
name.
into this.
And then every
This,
time I'm reminded, I'm absolutely delighted.
Yeah, it's in this shallow
I
valley,
have no
right? At the
object
base of this
permanence for
steep
this
cliff.
name.
You hear
Like a
the
baby.
sound of repulsor engines all around you coming rapidly coming out. So you see now surrounding both the Spicy Lady and the derecho, this whole crash area. You see what looks like there are a dozen headhunter craft in a wide half circle around the craft site, coming out over the where they've sort of parked on top of the sheer cliffs and the valley tops, right? And another half a dozen repurposed what look like Old Republic gunships hovering higher above them. So we're looking at 18 ships in total.
Okay, we're not fighting our way out of this.
You see, hanging out of the headhunters, out of the side, they've got this open sort of slat, this sort of opening, whatever, the panel.
What happens when you use the
Hanging
force,
out
man?
are several Imperial troopers, army troopers. And hanging out of one headhunter in particular, the one closest to the crash site, is Lani Barav.
My God, we never killed her.
She, with a handheld comm device and holding on to
Or then
the headhunter, like the bar outside the sort of loading area, she says, "Attention! By authority of Imperial Intelligence, you are ordered to submit to arrest. Any attempts to resist will be met with force."
Is this the one whose face I blew off, or is this?
Yes.
She looks fine.
So I assume I've seen this out of like the bridge glass or whatever the viewport.
cockpit, yeah.
Viewport.
Well, shit. All right.
I'm still looking for Thausk. I'm probably like dragging Thausk into the med bay as this is happening.
You found him. Told you he wasn't dead.
So, you didn't do a real good job of
Making a
killing her,
lot more work
Captain.
for me.
I wasn't the one who shot him in the face.
I would pick him up and put him on your.
Yeah, but that was after
bad.
you supposedly killed her.
You now see Kid scrambling up from the compartment where the landing bay is.
Yeah.
Like, did you see the ships? We gotta go.
Yeah, Kate, get up here.
So he's rushing into rushes into the cockpit. Fuck.
It's fine. Close the door.
You got this.
The landing bay.
Yeah.
So he reaches over on the ship and shuts the landing bay.
It's all fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe it's now time for us to take the fuck off.
Yes, but you have a big hole in your ship.
It's patched.
No.
No.
Oh, really? I thought the...
That was half an hour. You didn't get half an hour.
Power couplings got done, and there was enough time to fix the landing gear. The patch still hasn't been applied.
Oh! I apologize. I thought it was
Mistakes were made.
That's fine. Mistakes are somewhat made. All right.
Okay, so you see Kid sort of, he goes over the side of it. I know we did, so there's still a hole in this fucking thing, but we gotta go. Do you see that cannon system right there? If we just punch it, and we can probably lose them. Is anybody really good at piloting? I mean, I could do it.
Not bad.
I know the shit. I'll take care of it. Just strap in. And so he gets in actually into the pilot seat and begins sort of the takeoff.
Sure, I want to see the...
Is he on his ship?
No, half of us are on the other ship.
Yeah, I'm in the other ship. I'm in the med bay. I thought we were on comms. That's why I said I'm not bad.
Yeah.
He's just talking to the people that are in the
Oh,
cockpit.
he's not on comms.
He's not on comms. Mm-hmm. He doesn't have your
Yeah, no, that's
frequency.
fine.
Yeah.
So,
He's not in.
all right. Yeah, that's fine. So, who's in the ship? I'm
I'm in the
Is this me?
derecho.
Is it me and
It's
Kid?
just you.
Me and Kid? All right, that's fine. All right.
And Artemis?
No, I'm with you in the med bay.
Oh, that's right.
All right. Kid's creating some distance between us and the imps. Get ready to
You
take
still
off
need
and we'll...
healing, right?
I don't know how long we're going to be
Flesh wound.
airborne for, but we're creating some distance.
He's looking at you like.
Boot it up. Get
So
Cam,
the spicy lady begins to sort of rattle and roar to life.
get Cam on the controls. We're getting the hell out of here.
Thausk gets 1 wound and 2 strain back.
Okay, so he actually wakes up.
Really?
You helped me drag him into the med bay.
So you keep him alive.
Okay, so
I'll take care of you next.
Kid, strapped into the seat of the Spicy Ladies, turn the thing on. You can see the thing begin to sort of lift off of the crash site as you see these headhunters and gunships begin essentially moving slowly forward to kind of
Out of
enclose the area. He's going to try to punch
Out of
it.
13.
Okay.
Missing 6 wounds.
So, if I remember correctly, you all stole
I'm
my,
still over
you
half.
stole my reference.
Need a reference?
Looking at the vehicle stuff. He's going to try to punch it. If he can, he's going to get a great head start in front of him. Pilot.
So I want to take a look at what are these types of craft I'm looking at?
Headhunter. Like the Z something.
The Z95s.
Yeah.
Well, those are Z95s are actual flight craft.
And
You're talking about like something that's like
Force
floating.
terrain.
on the
Yeah,
ground.
they're not
He needs an
Z95s,
access
but they are like headhunter kind of style things. They're not meant for. They're clearly meant for ground activity.
Okay.
sorry,
That's what I'm saying.
Faust gets 2 extra wound and 1 extra strain left.
Okay, he's fine. Because he just stunned him, so that was just strain damage. So that's
Okay.
taken care of.
Cool. These, but by looking at these, they look like they're repurposed. They're not new.
The gunships look like they're repurposed. The headhunters look like they're new.
Okay, and the headhunters they just have just some light autocans on them.
Yeah.
Or something.
Mhm.
Okay, so any personnel weapons.
Yeah.
All right, gotcha. All right.
Okay, so pilot. Pilot is intellects, right? Pilot cunning.
No. it's
Agility.
Agility.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And that's why I'm accidentally good at
Oh
it.
shit.
I'm so dumb. Okay. And then so he's gonna make a pilot check. Try to punch it.
This cam going to be doing the same
Cool.
for us?
Well, he's punching on the radio. I'm gonna be like,
Okay.
the headhunters they're harmless. They're new, but they're just meant to be scary on the ground. While we're in ships, we're fine. The gunships are a little bit more powerful, but if you guys can fly around and take pot shots, they shouldn't be able to withstand ship blaster fire.
I would head to the guns.
That's keep us covered. I believe in you, Artemis.
So as you say that, you see Kid turn to you. Hold on to your butt. And the Spicy Lady takes off and heads in the direction of the cannon. You see out of the cockpit the gunships and the headhunters immediately go into a pursuit arrangement and follow. Now it's time for a chase.
Oh, yeah.
So
How many stayed with our ship? Or did we go with
Everybody else. It like I don't know, just helping them out, and I think she was with me, but she went to go.
No. How many of the headhunters stayed with our ship? Or
Oh, I
our
see.
ship with you guys? Is that kind of what we're going with?
what are you talking about? Everyone who's not Kid and Drak is on the Derecho.
Yeah, so is the retro still just kind of chilling with
Yeah.
half
Yep.
the people are chasing them now?
Yeah.
Okay, so half the people are gone now.
Half of them are gone.
Cool.
The other half are like still hovering
there.
around you.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. Okay. So chase stuff. Wait a second here. Here we go. Competitive pilot. Okay. 2 successes, 1 advantage. And our sector ranger pilots. Oh, pilot 3. Okay. Okay.
It's a good start, right? Boy.
Okay, so the Imperials, as you see that Kid is now winding his way into the initial canyon. You see that the headhunters and the gunships were already prepared. They move in like hawks. They are rapidly catching up to you. In fact,
Sure, but we are essentially like up. We're a little bit above.
no, you're below, and they're like above, coming down.
Okay, so they are floating around. There are.
Yes.
There are okay, gotcha.
So because of the punch it maneuver, so Kid is able to get that
Yeah.
initial burst of speed. You guys went up by like two range bands.
Sure.
They have matched that
Sure.
speed. So you see that you're approaching this as you're going into the canyon. There's this winding turn. You see him like, fuck, and just brace yourself. And he makes a motion to take that sort of turn at speed. Okay, so we get, all right. That's 2 successes and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 advantages. And, well, 4 advantages. Okay. 2 successes, 2 advantages. Okay. So you see that the kid is able to sort of jam the controls to the left, make a sort of a skidding repulsor kind of drift through the canyon, this sharp kind of hairpin sort of curve, and he's able to put another band of distance between you and the Imperial. So you've got a little bit of breathing room.
Cool. Is there any personnel about this craft at all?
About the spicy lady? Yeah. From what you saw...
I guess I'll ask Kid directly, like, hey kid, this thing have any guns?
Yeah, laser cannons, dorsal ventral.
All right.
Nice.
Using the momentum of the turn to propel me like down the hallway, like, you know, taking a small jump and just like momentum carrying me the majority of the way, grabbing onto the hull at the end and swinging down into the guns.
I'm going to just give you all the light in the world.
Hold on to those.
So as you're making a way around this hairpin turn, you suddenly hear this noise, and the ship itself judders and begins to sink. It slides across the canyon floor and actually embeds itself into the side of the canyon with a stunning crash.
Can you fix that?
That's an ion blast. I can't. They disabled the ship.
Oh.
How much longer do we have to coast?
We can't move.
Can we pick you up?
We're not even close to them.
No. You see that rapidly the gunships and the headhunters are like swarming in on you, getting closer and closer, trying to trap you in.
Sure. Okay. Okay. Is it just the engines, or is the rest of the ship still have power? What type? Like how heavy hit is this ion blast? Are we like dead? Or are we just engines?
It's very low power.
Okay.
Engines are right off.
Okay. That I figured. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Then with like everything else just kind of flickering about.
Yes. Exactly.
Give me power to turret. Go see what you can do about this engine.
You see, sort of grab. This is fucking suicide.
Yeah, I know. It's like just like book it down to the.
God damn. He bashes the front of the control panel in front of him, and a little bit of power juices back into the.
This is how we lose the captain.
Juices back into the spicy lady. So you make your way to the dorsal or the ventral laser cannon. Okay. All right. So you're inside. You get in there, and you see.
Because I assume we have landed. So
yes.
Or we're on the way of, like, I don't know how much farther we have to go, but we are on our way.
A considerable way.
Okay. So
you're not moving anywhere. You're embedded in the side of the.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah.
Then
those 6 headhunters and 3 gunships are closing in on you, half of the force.
Okay. Gunships having the. From my knowledge, unless you'd like me to roll like a warfare check or something.
We'll do that. Actually, would you?
Because it seems relatively simple. Can I make this as a simple? Can I make a? I just want to know which one of these.
You can get a good look at their armaments right away.
Okay,
so that'd be
cool.
That's simple. Because you're not working from knowledge and observation, right?
Cool. All right. Success.
Okay. So you see that gunship is equipped with what looks like port and starboard ion cannons. That must have been what.
Okay, so that's so it's okay.
Looks like a missile launcher. towards the forward, concussion missiles. And looks like there's a quad laser cannon hanging off of the back,
Oh, sick. All right.
turret mounted.
This is awesome. All right. And the headhunters are just, I assume they just have...
Headhunters have got actually light ion cannons.
Okay.
That's all they have.
Easy. All right. So, understand that so far the headhunters are not my immediate concern.
Okay.
Moving towards towards
On
one
the
of the
gunship?
gunships and firing.
Oh, we're almost done. Just give me like 2 minutes.
And just making a shot towards them. So,
Gunnery.
Towards which?
one of the gunships.
One of the gunships. Okay.
Whichever's closer, I suppose. So,
Got it.
gunnery.
That would be gunnery, right? And
Oh, right. Also do difficulty.
so starship stuff I'm not as checked on.
They should have what? Shielding?
So this has got armor of 4. Let's see here.
So that's its soak.
As now just waiting to be like, all right, crew, anytime, man.
So it's 2 difficulty. What silhouette is the hold on. Silhouette Spicy Lady is 4. Gunship is 5. So yeah, so it's just 2 difficulty.
Gunship's bigger than yours.
What's the director supposed to be doing right now?
It's just hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Well, we would have seen them take off, and we have had Cam do the same thing.
I don't know. You didn't say that.
I don't know if we want
I'm
to.
sorry. That's what I was. That's what I was. I'm sorry. That's why I told the can to like punch it after us. I didn't know if you were just waiting for that time. to
Okay,
happen.
no, I was not
Oh,
aware.
I
of it.
apologize.
Okay.
No, I was like,
That's why I
okay.
was real confused as to why we were still sitting around.
No, that was. I
Okay, so
didn't-
then Cam got into the pilot seat
Sure.
and began to take off, and the rest of the force are now
Sure.
heading towards
Yeah.
the direction.
Okay.
So you're going in opposite directions.
Um.
So you can attack?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
It's 2 difficulty.
2 difficulty. Okay, you got it. I'm gonna flip.
And
I'm gonna flip a point.
And we don't have long range comms, right? So we can't actually communicate with him right now.
No, we don't have the direction or the Spicy Lady's comm frequencies.
No,
No, right.
we have mine though.
Yeah.
But
Hold
we
on.
don't have long range.
I do.
Yeah, I do. We do.
There you go.
You do? Okay.
So we got some.
So it has 4 armor.
So we're heading in
See-
the opposite direction of you?
Yeah. So you two should be chatting
up?
then.
Is so. Okay.
And then if it has shields, treat shields as defense.
Yeah. So you're attacking towards the 4.
Yeah,
So it has 2 4 defense. So you're gonna have 2 black.
2 black.
Yeah.
Okay.
It works just like regular.
Cool.
Yeah. Defense. Yep. Lucky?
Not quite.
Not so lucky.
So, 3, 4 advantage. No successes.
Okay, so shot and miss.
Artemis, how's the spicy lady doing?
Ship has strain, right?
Not well.
Yeah.
Okay.
System strain.
I do have suppressing fire, which
Cap's trying to
just
die.
does.
We should circle back around and go get them then.
Also, don't forget you have 8 light tokens.
Yeah, flipped one though.
Yeah,
Make
that's
sure
what
to
I
flip one.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
upgraded one.
Look, it is as much as I do want to swing back around and pick up the captain, we can't stop to pick anybody up with that many people on us. We either have to lose some or destroy some if we're going to.
Well, I'm in the gunnery seat, so
It's up to
Let's
you.
do it. How many guns do we have on this ship?
Spend-
Two,
Two.
right?
What's everybody else's gunnery? I have 3.
Oh, okay. It gets 1 point of strain.
Two green.
Okay.
It's just
Alright,
like,
on the
as
other
it's
one.
like herring fire. I can only do this on failed checks, and only I can fit 1 strain per ranks in suppressing fire. There's only 1.
Okay, cool.
So,
Yeah, so you're spraying, and the gunship has to sort of
yeah.
juke a little bit. We'll just have to stop there. We just don't have enough time.
No, that's no problem. Yeah. So,
Yeah. No time for a full combat.
Yeah. But there you go. So the 2 of you, the Derecho and the Spicy Lady, heading in opposite directions. Spicy Lady's crashed into the side of the canyon, and gunships and headhunters are on their way towards both.
before we head out, does
Right.
Artemis, you say anything to me before as you take off or something of that nature? I don't know. Do you inform me
Before
of
doing
anything
it?
the plan?
I would. Well, I mean,
Like if you inform me, like I just don't know if if you inform me whether or not you're gonna take some time or not.
like we're gonna take some time, or we're going to turn around and come grab you.
Yeah, whichever. I don't know what your plan is. I didn't know.
Our plan is to try. Our plan was to try to lose.
Our plan is to lose.
He just doesn't know right now what the plan is.
Our plan is to lose some mooks and come and save your ass because you're doing my job right now.
Okay, that's all. It's like take your time. I've got it covered.
Nobody gets to do my job.
Nobody gets to.
Nobody makes me bleed my blood.
Did we get any experience from beating all of those monsters?
Yes, actually, you do.
Thank God.
It just at this point, I'm just like take your time. I've got it.
10 experience, please.
Nice.
All right.
And I will use that.
And before the next session, you can spend it. I know you're in a stressful situation.
Let me remind me how multi-class works. Guys. Can I,
You
if
have
I
to buy a new
wanted,
class.
You can buy a specialization. It's like 20 or something.
It's what, 20 if it's in the same class? Otherwise it goes up to like 30 or 40 if you're buying outside of your class.
because I would love to get some like actual combat maneuvers for being the combat medic. You know.
That would be nice.
So we were in a battle for 2 hours.
That was cool. But
That was pretty
That was a
awesome.
pretty awesome battle, though.
Like I didn't feel like it was slow or clunky or anything. It was
I just
good.
felt like we
that's
were
good.
just.
Yep.
I just felt like we were just kicking ass.
A lot of swings taken.
Well, ass was
The
being
dice
kicked
have
in
been-
both directions.
Yep.
Fun.
Yeah, and you was worried that that wouldn't live up to your expectations.
It did. It did.
So, quick thoughts about today, then sort of following along from that?
That was cool. I think that was we got roughed up by those creatures, but I still think that was an appropriate, I don't know, boss fight, I suppose, or like the substitute form.
Sure, yeah.
Tough
I mean,
challenge.
and if we're
Like
pointing out,
that was
Captain, I don't
whatever
know if
he
you
honed
really
in.
get to use the word "we."
Yeah.
I mean, I killed him.
Everybody else got roughed up by the creatures.
It's sort of a good. I felt like it was a good sort of counterpoint to how handily you took care of the Imperials.
Everybody just saw the major meat creatures was like melee.
It was pretty awesome. I could use my Vembrax.
No, that was pretty cool. Definitely a fun way to
Does
use
some
it.
great damage.
The problem is you have to be in melee range, and so when I'm low on strain and I don't have any dodge to use,
Go pretty quick.